Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? We're just getting started up here for my Sunday evening live stream. Be right back. I got to pick some peanuts real quick. My boo? What's my boo? I see. Hey, Joe, how's it go?
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
It's going.
The
Always going.
I wonder if David's watching England lose in soccer.
Shoot, I forgot about them.
And they're losing to Spain. It's just about over, I think.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna
2-1.
lose. Well, it's not over yet. If it's 2-1, it's not over. Oh, see where it's at. I forgot about that. Been watching, been watching the Trump stuff all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of effect that's going to have on the election, but I think it can't hurt Trump.
Oh, it kind of solidified him. Morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Dominic.
Dominic, Justin,
Justin. I think it's solidified him. I think it's an automatic victory. Now I'm trying to figure out what Biden's trying to do because he's going to have an Oval Office thing tonight. He's going to talk about something, and they've already come out a few minutes ago and started talking about, well, we had better gun control. It wouldn't have happened. Here we go.
hey Donald, how you doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah, I saw they caught the shooter, or they posted the shooter's name earlier this morning.
A 20-year-old.
20-year-old from 30 miles away, and I guess he had all kinds of guns and explosives too in his car and at his house. And his dad bought him the gun.
Yeah, I don't think it was only one gun. It was a lot of explosives, though.
This one.
Like I said, it's definitely going to go down in the books like a JFK thing. The amount of conspiracies I've heard just the past 24 hours, fucking
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
they had several people on here that were ballistics experts saying they had studied the thing, and had not Trump turned his head at the last minute, it would have been a headshot. And somebody else, and I don't know whether it was whatever.
They may be ballistics experts, but they obviously don't have heads. Put your hand on the back of your head and turn to the side and see where your ear is. Your head does not extend back.
Yeah, but you got to remember the angle he was shooting at. He was shooting at an angle.
And they're saying that if Trump hadn't turned his head, so whatever that trajectory is that caught the ear, there's no way it could have caught his head if it caught his ear because he turned his head. You can't turn your head back into the bullet.
Think about what you're saying,
It's interesting.
If
no,
if the
I
bullet's
get
coming
what.
here into the ear, and he turned his head like that, it would have been a headshot.
I get what
Oh.
Donald's saying now. I'm thinking about it in my
Yeah.
head.
Because he was looking forward, and they said he turned his head to the side, and it caught his ear. So turn your head forward, put your hand on the back of your head, and without moving your head, without moving your hand, turn your head, and you'll see that your head it doesn't stick out more or less. Your ear sticks out more.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I tried
debunking
that.
Whatever you say, but
I
tried that.
they dispute your analysis.
Here's the
I tried
trajectory right here.
And your
Here's the
ear
trajectory
stays
right
in
here.
exactly the same
Trajectory's
place.
coming in, hits my ear right here.
Yeah.
I turn my head, it's hitting the back of my head.
No, it's not. It's still hitting your ear. Unless
That's
you
a straight
actually
line.
unless you turn your body with it. If you just turn your head, it will still hit your ear.
But regardless, it doesn't matter how it was.
Well, yeah,
he got lucky on not getting shot.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
get lucky.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day, I was just
But
pure luck that
you
kid
have
was such a
so many
shitty
people
shot.
who are saying that now that it was all staged. You got people saying that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, right after it was like, man, he put a blood packet up to his ear. It was obviously fake.
Oh yeah, I heard that one a couple of times too.
My daughter said that. I said, that's why you don't have a freaking job, because you're stupid, and I hung up the phone.
Yeah.
I said, you can't be that stupid. Not you hung up the phone.
Well, England
Well,
are in mourning.
Edward,
My
how you
Marine
doing,
Corps
Edward?
son said the same thing. He said, you
Edward.
sure he didn't stage this? I said, I'm not even gonna say sir, but that was stupid, and hung up his phone.
Laura says she's
Well-
sending everybody from her stream over here.
Laura has a string?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw.
Ooh.
Justin, you were over there on Laura's, weren't you?
Yep. I was.
And Dominic was.
England are now in mourning. They got beat 2-1 by
Yeah,
Spain.
no. It's not coming
Yep.
home.
No.
Yes, Spain now has the big cup.
Okay.
How often is that? Get into the final and lose.
Dude, I could have won money on that one.
Yeah, we do it a lot.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, all I know is though, I wish I would have been able to take that picture with the flag in the back. That's it.
A low waypoint.
That's all I worry
Yeah,
about.
when I saw that picture, I was like, that person is gonna
That-
win a Pulitzer.
picture is
And then I
all
found
over
out that person already has a Pulitzer for something else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Because
That's
he's
why.
covering shit
'Cause
like
they know
that.
when to take it.
And everybody's like, well, that flag was staged perfectly. How did the photographer know that? It's like the photographer didn't. The photographer was down low getting a shot of him delivering his speech with the flag up behind. That's what the angle they were looking for.
Yeah.
They didn't know
Yeah.
they were going to capture
They just
him with a
waiting
bloody
for it.
ear.
Yeah, and this is the thing is like if something like that was staged, there would be hundreds of people involved in it, and somebody would eventually come forward and say, "Yeah, we had a
Mhm.
whole thing," but they would have to be credible. Just like how they say the moon landing was staged.
Here we
Dude, there
go.
was
Yep.
Thousands
was.
and
The
thousands of
conspiracy
people.
theories are already started.
No, but what I'm saying is there was thousands of people involved with that, and nobody has ever come forward and said, "Oh yeah, we staged it." So
It
you
wasn't
did nobody,
staged.
nobody
They
could keep
wouldn't.
on. That many people could not keep a secret quiet that long. It's
Well,
just
They
and
wouldn't
besides that, the fact that a family man was killed in the stands just behind him with a bullet, and his family now has to grieve. And I think there was a couple of other people shot, but they're
Yeah, a couple in critical condition.
I think there was 2 confirmed dead, wasn't there?
Yeah,
One, just
Yeah,
one.
think
one
it's
of them
2
was
dead,
shooter, though.
2 in critical.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
well, the one dead they're including is the shooter himself.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
that
not
might be you
including that.
talking. Yeah, it might be the shooter, because shooter's down. But they said a minute ago, they said they had some new information that when they were saying there was somebody on the roof, a police officer climbed the ladder. Apparently, there was a ladder to the roof.
Uh-huh.
He climbed the ladder and confronted the guy, and then went back down the ladder. Now, my question is this: did he get up there, see the guy with the gun, and tried to get back down the ladder to get some help? And the guy started shooting there.
No.
Mm.
No, we'll have to wait and see.
You wouldn't have thought so.
Hopefully there's a body cam on that guy.
It doesn't matter though, because everything, no matter what they come out with as far as their final investigation, nobody's going to believe it anyway.
Yeah, the conspiratory.
Mm,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this kid, because they're saying he was registered Republican, but he donated to these other causes and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe his dad or his family, he came from a very conservative family, and that he was of a different political bent from his family.
Yeah. Well, in order to climb on a roof and shoot somebody, you're not in the right bend anyway.
Oh no, you're.
You're a little twisted.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do a remix.
well, I managed to miss both of your streams today.
Yep.
I came on to join it after you'd just finished the early one, and so I watched the replay of it. And at the end of the replay of it, you said you were going to come on again in about half an hour. So I went, and you just ended that one as well.
Yeah, I only realised earlier that Paul was on at about what 4?
6:30 my time. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah,
Or was
6.
it?
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah,
All the
it would
cool
have been
kids were
9:30
on
my
this.
time.
Yeah.
All the cool kids made it.
That'll make.
Yeah, I actually saw Donald on it, and when I got over and went to click on it, you were off.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was that fast. I mean, I saw Donald on it because I was on with Johnny.
Well, I know
Got
you were
off-
on with Johnny, and Johnny
Yeah.
went an hour and a half, didn't he?
Yeah, well, Johnny went an hour and 12 minutes, and then I flipped over and you were off. You were going off because I clicked on it and it said streaming ended, and I'm sitting there and I went, "What do you mean it ended?" I went back, and when I clicked on yours again, it was showing the restream just starting. So I got off and I said, "Okay, you got off early." So I'm
Yep.
doing something. I turn back and I see you and Don on. So I go ahead, click on it, go on there, and get on it. It says stream is ended. And I went, "What?" I said, "What?" And then I went back again. As soon as I saw it, y'all were getting on. God darn it.
Oh,
I
play
said, "Oh, hell with this." I
YouTube
said, if you're gonna
tag.
play musical chairs, I'm not getting on again.
YouTube tag. Joe.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a good time for me. I was just about to go to bed, and I saw the notification this morning.
He was
It would've
quick
been
with that
9:30
killing
my
that button.
Well, I didn't sleep much all last night, kind of catching the news on and off, and the news on and off, and the news on and off. And
Yeah. Anything like something like that happens, turn off the news. You're not gonna find anything out for real for a couple days.
Mm. Yeah, Facebook's been full of all sorts of crap.
As per
Well, that's
usual.
Facebook. Hey, somebody take a Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
Well, that was precious.
That was precious.
So that was Justin's stomach or something, all the burritos.
that was the sound of a taco being passed through.
Yeah, no, that was just a from the dog.
And speaking of which, that's what I had today, chicken burrito.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought that chicken yesterday, ate the 2 wings and one of the legs and the thighs. Then today I picked all the meat off of it, or yesterday I picked all the meat off of it yesterday, and then made it into like with a taco seasoning, so I could mix it in with make burritos out of it.
Oh,
So I've got a couple of days worth of burritos if I want them.
good for you.
And then I got a whole bag of chicken wings in there. I'm gonna hit one of these days. And tomorrow looks like I'm gonna be out of here at 7 in the morning. Going to get his truck.
Oh yeah, you got to go get the U-Haul and
Yeah, you don't even want to see my place right now. It's got bags of stuff all over the place. I put it this way, he's getting the U-Haul, and I'd say about 9:30 tomorrow, all of his stuff will be out of here. But then I got to go help him with a little bit. Then he's got to get my stuff and bring it back. I got stuff in storage. He's got the storage he's got to bring back to me.
that sounds like a full day's chores.
Not for me. I'll have spurts in it. I think,
Man, I'm editing to this. We went to the zoo and I shot just some stuff at the zoo and I shortened down this audio track down to about 40 seconds, but it's a polyrhythm. And editing to like a strange polyrhythm is so hard to do. It's because it's easy. Cut 4/4 time, or cut to just a steady beat, but trying to find the cuts in these multiple rhythms, difficult.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
But for everybody in the chat, sorry, I'm cooking dinner at the moment, so anybody's in the chat. Fried chicken coming out good.
Jonathan, what's going on? Laura. Waypoint? Yeah, the weather's been really hot and clammy today, but a little bit overcast, you know?
Oh, okay.
It's like right now it's 86 degrees, but it feels like 95.
Oh, no.
Just dark and overcast, you know?
We're half that.
Yeah, you walk outside and you definitely feel the heat.
You want to talk about heat? It is 97 degrees. Humidity is 55%. Feels like 112.
Wow. You didn't go flying today, did you?
Oh, hell no. I didn't go out. I wasn't about to go outside.
Well, we're at 15 degrees centigrade with 91% humidity.
We're at 8 and 87.
Donald, did you work on the dune buggy today, or?
Sunstar, hello, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Yeah, he worked on the Doom buggy.
Yeah.
Or he found
He
out
doesn't want to
something else
talk
was
about it.
broken on it.
What you broke?
Well, I know he said he had
Broken
to
man because of
take,
it.
had to take a part apart, but
Yep.
That sounded like something broke.
Yeah, I know what it is though. I have the new part ordered. It's on its way, so.
but it isn't just an easy quick on and quick off.
No.
Wash your hands.
My hands aren't dirty.
I was talking to Aubrey because she just picked up some
Oh.
raw chicken off of.
I was reaching for something. He said,
Yeah.
wash your hands. And you see this part right here? See this part right here?
Yeah.
That's an exhaust cam sensor.
Yep.
Okay. I cannot find out where it's at in the car.
You still
I
haven't
have
figured
looked
that
on
damn
it.
thing out?
I haven't figured it out. I can't find the bitch. I've looked everywhere for it. I cannot find it. Where
Okay,
it says
so
it is, it's not.
And what?
It's
What kind
They
of
got-
car?
a 2009 Santa Fe, and it says it's right in the front by the front next to the battery where it comes around. I went back there, and there's one there, but it's not this.
now, Joe,
And
I
there's two
have
sensors.
I have heard there's these people called what are they called, mechanics, something like that,
Yeah.
work on cars.
The finger of fate.
Well, here you go. But there's two of them. There's a
Mhm.
front and there's a back. I've climbed up there. I've laid on top of that engine looking around. I can't find the one in the back. I think this is the back one because it says exhaust and the exhaust is in the back. So I'm gonna have to get under and look underneath. I bet you it's underneath the car,
Me.
but it doesn't show but the one in the front in the book.
Well, you call your neighborhood mechanic. That's what Donald does. He says, I don't mess with that stuff. I hire it done. Right,
I'm gonna
Donald?
find it.
Donald doesn't even buy new cars because he'd rather work on them.
It's like me. I'd rather have a car I could work on.
Yeah, good luck working on any new vehicles, man. They're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you can forget that. You gotta take
Yeah,
a class on how to start them.
You and I, Joe, are old enough to remember when you opened the hood of a car, all you saw was an engine, wires, and just very.
Carburetor.
Now you look at it, it's like there's all kinds of filters and shit, everything else.
Well, not only that is like it's all computerized. You got to know how to do
gotta plug
diagnostics
in.
through a fucking computer and everything now.
Right.
You know, you see guys up under hoods now with laptops, not
Yep.
with a freaking stethoscope trying to figure out where the hell the noise is coming from.
Well,
I did
see,
get
Mark
kept-
just has if he has a problem with the car, he sends Precious under there, says, go look and see if you can find this.
Go look. I did have a cute interaction at the zoo the other day. The capuchin monkeys were in there, and I put the GoPro up, and GoPro has a little screen on the front of the camera so you can
Yeah.
selfie, and they hopped over and were,
Looking at it.
they were curious little buggers.
Dude, that chicken is
Lucky one of
so
them didn't reach
juicy.
out to slap you.
They were behind glass.
There they are, right there.
You see there?
Look, it looks like a family reunion.
You ever seen that one video of that gorilla that actually cracked the glass on the enclosure?
Yes.
Granted, they said that he was nowhere near actually breaking through it, but because it was like 10 layers of glass, it only broke like the outer layer, but he cracked the shit out of it.
And to make you squeeze your cheeks.
Well, I'm sure if you were standing in there, you probably thought he was coming through there.
Oh yeah. Just to be able to crack that glass means that
The one
Got
I
some
can't
power.
I can't fathom is they have these safari where you drive your car and there's all these
Yep.
wild animals.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, we've
There's been people hurt in those plenty of times. There was a girl just recently. Remember, I showed the video. She was in the car and she got snatched out by the giraffe
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
she was feeding the giraffe and it like grabbed onto her shirt or something by accident and then swung her out of the car.
Yep.
Think about the ones that go on those African safaris and they'll be in
Yeah.
those open Jeeps with no hood on it,
Yeah,
no
with
roof,
no
nothing.
top on and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just be sitting there as there's lions fucking 2 feet from them on the ground. It's like, fuck.
Sunstar, good to see you too, my friend.
Well, the first batch of chicken came out very juicy. Doing the second batch now. It's golden brown.
yeah. No.
I'll be back.
Hey, snore.
Good. Nice. The batch is coming out.
Yeah.
Cooking fried chicken is definitely an art form. Many people I
How's
see burn
David
the
doing? Anybody
shit
say
out of it.
anything?
Yeah, Loris, I asked her earlier. She said he was fine.
He's just staying quiet.
He's probably pissed off because England lost.
Well, besides that,
Oh yeah, he's alright. He was talking on her live stream to me through her microphone earlier. Final batch is in.
I'm hoping to get some flying in either tomorrow or the next day.
Here you go, Justin.
I can't see the screen right now. I'm cooking.
Oh, can't
What? I'm in the kitchen cooking at the
you?
moment.
Can you guys see it?
Yep, the lion chasing. About as scary as the one there's a video of a giraffe chasing the people.
Them things can run fast and all.
Oh yeah. And people think, oh, they're just long necked cows or something. No, they can get vicious.
Yeah, you ever see them get into a fight and they swing their heads at each other? They
Uh-huh.
beat the living shit out of each other.
Yeah, there's a zookeeper, if I remember right, got killed by a giraffe that hit him with his head.
There's
Just
been
a
elephants.
couple years ago.
Yeah. It's like elephants. They're aggressive as shit too. They can be. Actually, one of those dangerous animals they said in the safari is the
Hippo.
hippopotamus. Yeah, those fucking
Yeah.
mean.
The hippo have killed more people than nearly any other animal.
Some mean little fuckers, I'll tell you that. I've seen a hippo in person when we went to Busch Gardens, and I saw a rhino, and I'll tell you what, neither one of those animals, TV does not do either one of them justice till you see them in person. They are
No.
fucking huge.
You know what you get when you cross an elephant with a rhinoceros?
What?
Hell if I know.
Shit.
Oh, dear.
Ah, damn it. Got me on down.
Well, the weather looked nice in Kentucky. Mind you, the grass is looking a bit brown. They've been having a drought.
Look at the size of that one. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna poke the bear, what? You keep messing with them and see what happens. See? Talking right there.
Oh, look at the white ones. Oh, climbing right in the car.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Look at them right inside.
There's a cute alligator in Bad Boys 4. "14-foot long albino one."
God, chewing on his.
No,
his
once the animal starts tasting me, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
What? The animal starts tasting you?
Uh-huh.
You really wouldn't have to worry about being around a draw line at that point anyway.
They're asking,
That's-
did this kid have any military training? Oh, hell no.
At 20,
Not unless he went in the
Oh, he-
military at like 17, maybe.
Well,
Then.
he could have had, if he could have went at 18, had
Yeah.
a couple of years. But if he missed a shot at 160 yards, he ain't got no military training.
Well, if he was shooting for the head and not the body, that kind of tells you
Is a
a
small
little
time.
bit.
Oh,
Well-
look at him flip that card.
He obviously
Elephant.
made the assumption that he might be wearing a bulletproof vest.
I know. All I would hate to be is his parents right now, because the amount of freaking death threats and crap they're probably getting. Oh my god, dude. I can't be mad at his family,
Mm-mm.
unless they had something to do with it. But if they had no idea, dude, I can't be mad at them for that. But people are going to take it to the extreme and threaten them and all kinds of crap. They're going to put and people will lose people lose jobs, all kinds of shit over other family members doing things. Not only did he destroy his life to people he hurt, but then also his own family.
Yeah.
Because there's been people that literally a family member has done something like that and they lost their job because the company didn't want any affiliation with a family member from them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fucked up at the end of the day.
Yeah, part of me that thinks that's why I would suspect there were family issues as well as
It's possible he could have mental problems too. Although they're saying
yeah.
so.
He shot
Yeah.
somebody. He might have had mental problems.
Now, if he was not supposed to have a weapon and he got hold of his dad's guns and they were in his name, his dad's going to be in some serious shit, though, I'll tell you that. Because they're going to be like,
No,
why didn't
that's-
you have him locked up and all that?
Yeah.
But they're saying that was the gun his dad bought for him. As a gift.
So his
Okay, well.
dad is still alive.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because the other thing would have been perhaps that his dad was in the forces and got killed because of something Trump did when he was in power.
I don't think there's any real rhyme or
that's-
reason to the whole thing.
No, because Trump technically didn't even start any wars while he was in. The
Yeah.
wars that were going on were already previously started.
Hmm.
So. Actually, he's one of the very few presidents in history that never actually started a war. You
Yep.
go back in history, almost every single president has started a war or conflict somewhere.
I'll tell you what, if he gets in, I won't be at all surprised if he doesn't start one this time.
Why? Why would he?
I don't know, but I'd be worried about China.
Trump
I-
negotiates with our enemies to prevent wars, whereas everybody else ups the rhetoric of we can't even talk to them.
Yep.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
look at
honestly,
what he did with North Korea. Everybody said he was going to provoke a war with North Korea because he was bad mouthing. Then he stepped across the DMZ.
Yep.
That's historic, and that is basically saying,
Oh, that's
okay,
so. Like I said
You're
before, that's such
part
an
of-
underrated historic moment.
You say what you want to about him. That was something you got to hand to him that he was.
Well, and I don't know. People had different, as world leaders, I would say, and countries had different types of respect for him. As far as they seemed to fear him a little bit more,
Yeah, they know he's crazy.
and so.
And he went
So-
to China and fed the goldfish, didn't he?
One of the worst things I think that we ever did as a country, I think that after the Cold War, we should have tried to mend shit with Russia instead of continuously keeping him as an enemy.
How you doing? Jermaine Martel. I'm at work. There was an emergency.
See, he would all tell everybody, look, like when he called that guy a terrorist and he said, look, this is what you're eating and this is what you're doing right now. You know, you're about to die because of what you're doing to us, you know?
Oh no, I thought I heard Bill's voice. What happened?
He's not going to be going on tonight. Somebody had a medical thing at work, so he's going to be working late to cover her shift. So he won't be on tonight unless it's a short one. He said he might go on if he gets home early enough. He might do a quick little short thing, but
I missed last week because he said he wasn't going to be on, and then he was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That fried chicken was so good.
Bill Chin came into the chat on Arts last night. So he's still... In fact, his comment was, "I'm still alive."
I just want to know the reason this kid took a shot at him.
Well, hopefully maybe they'll figure that out because we were talking about this last night playing the game. And you know, there's some people that they've never figured out why they've done it. You know, there was the Las Vegas shooter. He's one of the most mysterious mass shooters and probably of all of history in the United States because the dude had tons of money, was not in debt, wasn't facing any legal issues. He was in perfect health. Had no mental disabilities that anybody knew of or was treated for. And he did that. Dude was worth millions of dollars. He pretty much was at his age at the time, he was pretty well off financially, medically, everything. And he never left a note saying why he did it, nothing. So to this day, they don't know what his motive was. Because obviously he killed himself before they could get into the hotel room. Those kind of people, you wonder, it's like, what the hell went, like, what snapped in them that made him do that? Like, I mean, I could kind of get somebody doing that if they had some deadly cancer and that's I guess, decided that's a weird ass way they wanted to go out. I don't know why. That I could kind of wrap my head around, but like I said, the dude had nothing wrong with him.
Well, this guy, they said that he worked at a nursing facility as a dietitian, so that means he worked in the cafeteria. You know, so that's what he did. And they said at school, they said he was always more or less sitting by himself and stuff like this. So he was a loner type. But he never got in any trouble. You know, it's like, but I'm still curious about if a cop went up a ladder. They said he was rappelling up a building. He didn't go up a ladder. So he rappelled up that building some kind of way. And then they found a ladder. They got up the ladder. And why'd the cop not confront him or stop him right then? Why'd he leave the scene?
Now, was there actual video of that?
No, it just came out. They said that there was
only down.
Because that's the thing, is like that. I just don't see a cop going up there,
That
seeing
doesn't
him with
make a
the
lot of
gun,
sense. Yeah.
and just
It doesn't
walking the
make
fuck
sense.
off. So that's what I'm saying. Either the eyewitnesses fabricated something in their mind because of the mental stress they were in at the time, because that's totally 100% a thing, where people remember shit the wrong way. And I don't know. I'm just saying that just doesn't sound like a cop would do that. Especially, you're talking about a local or city cop. Like, this isn't somebody that's like high up in the conspiracy shit, you know, deep state type person. This is a local cop. Well, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think that.
Well, you got that Mandeville cop that the guy's shooting the girl, and instead of him firing back, gets behind his police car first. and lets him finish shooting her, so could
I
have
can
been
only
some newer
the-
cop. It just doesn't have it, not up there yet.
I can only think that perhaps the cop thought there was no danger. Maybe the kid was dressed in uniform of some sort.
You know what?
Well,
When
he
I
was-
saw
he-
the
he was-
picture of the kid, when they had it blurred out and they just showed his legs, him laying on top of that building, he did have camo pants on.
Yeah, but they were white. There was a white camo.
Yeah, but it could have thrown the cop off enough to think maybe it was some kind of.
Well, it could have been, because I think he
You
had the
know.
white camo to blend in with that white roof.
I
Yeah.
mean, who's this?
Well, it definitely was planned.
And like me and Jonathan were kind of like not really arguing. We were kind of just debating back and forth last night. And I told John, I said, you're thinking it from a logical standpoint of how you would do it, but
Yeah.
you're not the type of person that would do it. So can you
Yeah.
really say that the person that did it was thinking logically to begin with,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Like you can fantasize in your head all day about how you're going to do something, but that don't mean you're going to actually go through with it and actually do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
And-
How did that pick up? You growled
the
out.
way to blend in would be to look like a security sniper.
Well, I did see the video of the sniper actually shooting the kid. You could see him pull the trigger and his gun fired back. You could see the recoil on his gun. They actually had footage of that, of the sniper that
Yeah,
took him out.
that showed that. I think both snipers wound up shooting him. I think he was shot like 4 or 5 times.
Like I said, I don't try to go down too much of the conspiracy shit because the thing is you can't, when you're coming up with your whole theory 2 hours after it happens and you're saying false flag. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, where's the evidence for that? You gotta give time for the facts to come out. Whether it's just little interviews with people, and then you go out and trying to look at everything and then figure it out. But when you're in that mindset of conspiracy theories anyway, you're not going to believe any of the reports that get put out anyway. So, the fuck, you're never
Yeah.
going to be satisfied in your head.
That's true.
Just like they said about, we were talking about Oswald last night. It's like, they said that, there's people have come out and said, oh, you can't shoot that type of weapon and put that many rounds down that quick. But yet there's been range guys that are ballistic, or not ballistic, but firearm experts that have done it repeatedly and showed that yes, you can if you know what you're doing. And Oswald was a Marine. He was trained in the Marines. So he definitely knew how to use a gun for sure.
Yep.
The only thing that sucks about situations like that is they never catch the motherfucker alive. Always ends up either killing himself or getting killed by the cops.
Yeah.
You kind of want to see a little bit of justice, but you don't when they get killed like that.
Never learn the reasons why, because the guy then can't tell you.
Yeah, there's very few mass shooters that have actually gotten arrested and went to prison. Most of them end up killing or being killed during the situation. And technically, I think that would be considered a mass shooting because I think that's classified, 3 or more people injured in one thing or something.
Maybe.
And I think there's a
Might have
specific
to be
number.
dead.
Yeah, because I think there's a specific
Yeah.
number that the Homeland Security actually puts on it. Like the Department of Justice actually puts on it that says that if it's this many people, it's classified as a mass shooting.
Well, isn't a serial killer supposed to do at least 3 before he be classed as a serial killer?
I'll let you know when I'm on my 3rd.
I don't know. My son kills a bunch of cereal. He eats all the cereal in the house.
You know, he does like Ice Cube on Friday. He goes and gets a big ass mixing bowl and fills up a whole box in there, half a gallon of milk.
Well, he gets the biggest freaking bowl he could find in there and dumps half a box. And then he
Like
drinks all the
Jethro
milk, and then I
Bodine.
go to get milk. I have none.
And then
Remember-
a gallon of milk on top of it. Yeah.
Remember Jethro's Bowl on
Yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies?
Wasn't that that was the
Hmm.
movie, right? Didn't he do that in the movie too, where he was eating out of a big ass bowl?
He might have.
I think he did. They did that. He did that, and Ice Cube did that on Friday too. He goes out there and he gets a big ass mixing bowl and dumps the cereal, a whole box of cereal on it, and then he goes to go get the milk out of the fridge and realizes the milk carton's empty. And his dad was
I
like,
hate
"You better
that.
not waste that cereal. Like, you better put some water on that damn shit."
Yeah, Max Bear is dead, isn't he?
I think we-
Jethro?
Max Bear Jr.
I can
Maybe
remember
have
when
a,
we were camping and we'd run out of milk, and one of the lads who was a bit of an alky anyway decided to put lager on his cereal.
Oh, yucko.
no, he's still alive.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Sarah's,
86.
I guess, fiance now. He puts Cheerios in his coffee. He likes Cheerios and coffee.
Oh, yuck.
I suppose it's only the same as Dunkin' Donuts.
He puts Honey Nut Cheerios in his coffee. I mean, I could see that working. I mean, because a lot of people like putting sweet shit in their coffee, so Honey Nut Cheerios is pretty sweet. So, well, it's not
Mm.
overly sweet, but it does have a sweet flavor to it. My dad used to like doing half coffee, half hot chocolate when he'd go to the gas station.
Well,
He'd do
that's
half
just
hot chocolate.
basically
Yes.
like a mocha.
Yeah, that's what we'd call a mocha.
That's how he always did his coffee. You'd go to the gas station, he'd do half
Oh.
hot chocolate, half coffee.
I've been known to do that if I did not know the gas station and like on the road. It's like I don't know if I can trust this coffee, and I'm gonna be on the road. It'll be too late to fix it, so doctor it up with something to mask it in case it's bad tasting coffee.
Yeah, if I go to somewhere where it's a coffee machine, I usually have a mocha.
I always taste test everything if it's something that I can dump into a cup. Like if I go to like a soft, like go up to the soft drink machine, I always fill it up and then I'll give it a little taste test just to make sure it tastes right. Because there's been times I went down to the store and got a soda at the fountain machine and I got halfway home and realized it wasn't any good. So I got in the habit of taste testing it before I leave the machine.
And if you don't like it, then what do you do?
Well,
Give
they
it
have
back.
big,
on?
now they have these big grates on the bottom that they're drains. You can just dump it in there and then refill it. Over here, you can refill your cups pretty much as you want at most places.
You used to be able to do that on some places. I mean, Kentucky Fried Chicken did that for a while, but they realised they were losing too much money with people going back for more.
Like here, Circle K has a deal and you pay like, I think it's $10 or $12 a month. It's like a membership thing. And you can go in and get one 4-ounce fountain drink every day for the whole month.
Hmm.
You just put in your phone number at the on the credit card machine and it registers your account and then you just walk out. It's free. Well, I mean, you pay the $12 a month for the membership, but they're 90 cents when you buy them. So if you were going in every day and getting one, you know, you do that 90 cents times 30, you're paying 3 times as much. So it's not a bad deal if you're somebody who drinks a lot of soda like that.
2.5 times as much.
Yeah. Because well, you can go to Circle K and you get these big ass 44-ounce styrofoam cups, and they're only 85 cents, and then with tax it comes out to like I think 89 or 90 cents or something like that.
Hmm.
Circle K also does that thing where, or is it 7-Eleven does that thing where, they have the slushy machines and they put this cardboard cutout up. And if you can fit your cup, and it's a pretty big ass hole, if you can, whatever you can fit through that hole, you can fill it up with ices.
Yeah, we do that in November.
People be
So you,
bringing in some crazy ass, big ass containers.
yeah, you get one that's the right diameter and about 2 foot long.
Yes,
Yeah.
people have done that. Yes. Yeah, people have done that though, where they'll go to like, I seen a guy one time, he went to either Home Depot or Lowe's and he got a PVC pipe and then got the cap and put the cap on the end of it, and it was probably about 2 or 3 inches wide. And he just went and filled the whole damn thing up. I was like, that's ridiculous. And it was about 4 feet long too.
Yep.
We used to have places where you could get free refills on tea and coffee. But yeah, no, not so much anymore.
There's a lot of places that still do that.
Yeah, I think if you don't have free refills on tea and coffee, then you ought to just go out of business.
Mm.
Mm,
I'm a big fan of free refills on coffee.
yeah, because I mean, most people, because it's a hot drink, won't drink more than 2 anyway, unless you spend about 4 hours in there.
Yeah, you sit there and you camp and you read a book. Yeah.
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 I got my daily call from my granddaughter. She said,
Great.
Papa, goes, Papa looks at me, turns her head, goes, bye bye, took off. Blew me a kiss first.
Don't know about that, Edward. Well, I don't know about that here. They might.
Watch yourself. Cool.
Yeah, we don't have McDonald's doesn't have pots of coffee anymore. We've got McCafe. We invented it.
Well, you ruined McDonald's coffee then. McDonald's coffee used to be brilliant because it was just the same cup of coffee anywhere that you
In
went
the
to.
world.
It was the same cup of coffee. You
I
got
quite,
McCafe, which is
it's a bit like an Americano, the coffee that we get from McDonald's over here.
is it a pour over?
No, it comes in a cup. In
No,
a paper.
it uses the barista machine.
No, it comes in.
The Americano
Well,
was
about that.
was
It comes
basically invented
comes in
to
a
try and
paper cup.
match the American soldier's palate,
Mm-hmm.
because we were used to, or Americans were used to pour over coffee,
Yeah,
and when they went to Italy, no such thing,
exactly. Yeah,
and that's why the Americano was invented.
yeah.
But yeah, Americano over here is always black.
Mm-hmm. It's an espresso with water.
Yep. And you do the same thing as a shot of espresso and then froth milk to get a latte.
Mm-hmm.
And then you froth the milk a little bit less to get a flat white. And then you froth the milk more to have the cappuccino.
Mhm.
And then we've also we invented another one called the 3/4 latte, which is which we refer to as the magic. So we've
Is
invented a couple.
that more like a macchiato?
I know it's closer to a double macchiato because you have the macchiato, you have the milk, but instead of just a splash of milk, you put twice as much. So you put a lot more foam.
Mm.
As you were making a latte, you pour the milk in, but you only pour it a three-quarter length.
Uh-huh.
It became so popular that every cafe adopted it.
Yeah, usually I'll have an Americano and then just put just enough milk to discolor it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've got, I think, 12 different types we have over here. But it's becoming way too expensive. I'll just keep going to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, the coffee stand in Piccadilly Railway Station used to do a nice big cup of coffee for £1. Whether they still do it or not, I don't know. But you go to Costa and places like that.
I don't think I could drink a pound worth of coffee.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that it takes me about a month to go through a pound.
Yeah, we can't help the same unit of currency as we do money, as we do weight.
A measurement as well as currency.
Yeah. It's confusing when you're trying to dictate something to your phone and it puts, if you say weighs so many pound and it puts a money pound sign in front of it instead of L after it.
No, a cappuccino would be almost pretty weak because of the amount of milk in it. It's half coffee and 50% coffee and 50% milk, and most of it it's frothed halfway in the cup, and it's in a cup, not it's in a cup, not demitasse. Two different cups.
A demitasse just mean it's French for half cup.
Yeah. And it's not the white porcelain. It's actually the one that's made out of glass.
Yeah.
The white porcelain cup for cappuccino, and you also cappuccino flat white, long black, and then short black is the smaller cup.
Which you get
that was
espresso in.
Yeah, the espresso cup, and then you've got the macchiato in the same cup.
But the Italians always drink an espresso coffee with a glass of water.
I thought the short black was called Kevin Hart.
Or Sammy Davis Jr. That's what we call it over here.
What was the?
We call it the Sammy Davis Jr.
The guy in
Webster. It's called a Webster.
The guy in different strokes.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
Was it Emmanuel Lewis that played Webster? Something like that.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, something similar. Yeah, it depends. I'm more short black in the morning, a bit of a hard starter.
I am just I just want
you're
a very decent
simple
pour
man.
over.
Yeah, you're
coffee.
I can see you're a very simple man. That
I
likes
want
simple
it black.
things.
My favorite cup of coffee to have in the morning is just with the mocha pot. It gives you a nice strong cup of coffee. And I'm the kind of guy that goes into Starbucks. Well, I went into Starbucks once. I don't like their coffee, but I just ordered a double espresso, and they're like, "With what?" I'm like, "Just by itself. I want an espresso." And they're like, "But it's really strong." Like, I know. That's why I ordered it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or
We
you
can-
could get
we
if
can
if
get
you want
espresso.
if you want something that is actually really strong, you get the ristretto, which is a very thick espresso.
We can actually get espresso from McDonald's, come to think of it.
Yeah.
They've had one. And they are tiny.
Yeah,
A big cup,
Like a
but no
shot.
coffee in it.
yeah, they're
It's a
just going to
thick
give you
shot.
They're
just
just
shot.
telling on the news about the firefighter that was in the stands during the Trump ordeal and was killed. And he was a firefighter, 30-year-old with 2 adult
the-
daughters.
Yeah. Corey Cup.
Yeah, wasn't he a fire
Coco
chief?
Corey something.
Tory or somebody else. He's got a Tory as the last name.
Yeah,
Coco
wasn't he
Tory
a
or something like that.
wasn't he a fire chief?
No, he was a firefighter, they said.
Yeah, he was shielding his family and got
And
hit.
2 other men are in critical condition. 54 guy by the name of Dutch, and the last one was Ford, was 75.
Well, it said the
years
two
old.
now in stable condition, so
Yeah.
that's better.
Oh, good.
Dude, that's all I saw last night on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fucking, there
And
was
they-
channels that
And they've got
normally
a
don't.
GoFundMe account out for the victims, and it's gotten like $100 million so far.
Yeah, channels that didn't do it, channels that were doing completely different thing. Everybody was talking about Trump.
I can almost guarantee you that he probably donated a lot of money to that. But like I said though, there was a shit ton of channels on YouTube last night that were covering it that never do political shit. Like I saw
I know.
gaming channels, all kinds of shit covering it. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, all jumping on the bandwagon.
That's a
Oh, yeah,
restrictor.
They're trying to
It-
get
it-
clicks.
No, I can't have coffee after 4 in the afternoon, or it keeps me awake.
Y'all got me wanting coffee right now.
Well, I've just finished the
Hey, Joe, last night when I was, or was it this morning? Maybe it was this morning when I was doing that ship. The guy there that fishes every day caught a 35-pound catfish,
Mm.
and I had to help him bring the damn thing in. It was huge.
That's a big fish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 13 kilos.
It
Yeah.
took 2 of us. We put him in a net, and the net, of course, had like a 15-foot pole on it. Took 2 of us to pull that pole up out of the water.
What's Annette's last name?
What's the net?
And
What's
that's
Annette's
name.
last name?
Funicello.
Okay. I don't know if Frankie would be
Got
happy
you.
about you putting that fish in a net.
Well, that's the way. That's how you
Jesus.
drown a pussy, you know.
Oh my
But my
god. here we
question
go.
is this:
He had to
Did-
take it
did
off
it-
of the
Yeah. Yep.
Did a net smell fishy?
Yeah.
No,
That's
you-
all we
Paul-
want.
I claim innocence in this one.
I'm sorry.
Lord, I apologize.
Let me get that other
No.
background. Let me go get it.
Donald was making puns that weren't directly saying it, but you knew what he was talking about. And then Paul just like threw it right out there, you know.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I know what that means. Let me fix this. Hold on. Oh, I knew this was
That's
coming up.
That's when you're trying to talk secret with one of your friends and then so nobody else knows what you're talking about and then they have to say it out loud.
Like, yeah, we all got it. We just
Okay, I fixed my background.
And also, some guy put a picture on Facebook today that he caught a 22-pound common carp in the Leeds and Liverpool Canal.
Wow.
No, I think he fired 3 bullets.
Yeah, check my background out now, Paul.
What's that? The views and opinions on this channel. That's a good one.
So
Yes, I'm
Remember
just gonna
when
leave
I-
it up for a while.
remember when I said yesterday that I heard a few shots and then I heard a couple more after that? I think that was a sniper.
Well, the thing of it is the reason I think I believe that they're indicating it was at least 3 shots that the guy fired is because you've got 3 people that were shot.
Yeah, but if you listen to the video, you can clearly
I heard-
hear how many shots it was.
Well, yeah,
I
but there
heard
was-
4
there
or
was-
5.
there
I
was-
can't remember.
there was-
Okay,
I
but
heard-
how many of those were returned?
Yeah,
I heard
Oh, that was-
4. I heard
Yeah.
4 very. I heard the first 4, and then about 10 seconds later, or even 5
Yeah,
seconds later,
That's
somewhere
when the
in there,
return fire. You could hear the
I heard
difference in the shots.
I could hear a couple more, and I think that was a sniper returning fire. Because they had a video where you could actually see the sniper making the shot. And you saw the recoil from his gun when he fired. Like, you could clearly tell he took a couple shots. And I
And
said
you
that
could hear the
last night.
difference in the sound too.
Well, I said that last night. Remember, I said that I heard the 4 shots, and then I thought I heard a couple more after that,
Yeah.
about 10 seconds later. Then they did confirm it was a sniper that took him out. Because there was reports that they chased him around the back of the bleachers,
Yeah.
and that turned out to be complete. That's why I said there were so many like stories coming out, and half of them, 90% of them weren't even fucking true.
That's what I said on Art's channel last night. We were in the fog of war that I did not start it, Edward. Oh.
What were you
Well, I
saying
guess
last
I have
night,
to leave
Doug?
that up the rest of this show.
That we were still you're still in the fog of war, and you can't really make any assumptions about what happened or anything until you get more information. We're gonna be learning stuff about this guy, and we're gonna be
10 years.
well, at least for the rest of the week.
At least
Well,
up
I
to the
guess-
election.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying that you're going to hear about this in 50 years. This has been the most politicized presidential campaign probably in history, as far as the controversy around it and everything else. This is going to go right up in the books with the JFK assassination, Watergate, all that shit. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
I don't think that this will be up there with the JFK.
I'm just talking about because like I said, as simple as it might be that it was just a crazy kid that took a shot at him, 90% of the people out there are never going to believe the reports because nobody trusts the FBI anymore. Nobody trusts any government agencies anymore. They have, you know what I'm saying? So they're not going to believe any of the reports they put out. They're going to say they're all wrong. And it's going to just be a continuous debate for decades.
Yeah.
Because nobody can't nobody can just leave the simplicity of it, and that's what it was, and that was it. Like I said, same with the World Trade Centers, all that. There's always all these big conspiracies around it.
Well, that was an inside job.
Oh, here we go. Put Forrest Gump up at the Watergate Hotel. He's like, I
Yeah.
called. He said they were up there messing around in the dark with flashlights, keeping me up. So I called security.
Must have had electric problem.
Because that was out there with the flashlights.
Turned out the whole time it was Forrest Gump that caused the whole Watergate issue.
Yeah. Yeah,
As weird
that's a
as that
great
movie is, if you read the book is even crazier.
There's a book?
It was a book first. Winston
never
Groom
knew
was
that.
the author. Yeah, Winston Groom was the author, and in the book, he goes to outer space with a chimpanzee and some lady astronaut. He somehow gets stuck in the space capsule with him, and him and the monkey got along, or the chimpanzee got along well, and because the monkey or the chimpanzee knew sign language or something, and so they were able to communicate. And neither of them liked the woman. Then they crash landed in a jungle where the ape went off to live with
What?
its. Yeah, it's crazy.
And is it called for just Forrest Gump?
It's
or
Forrest
what?
Gump, yeah.
Oh wow, I never knew there
And
was a book.
there was a sequel called Gump and Company, which it starts off, if anybody offers to make a movie out of your life story, don't let them do it.
You can expect a high of 88 degrees Fahrenheit.
And in Gump and Company, he's responsible for New Coke,
Yeah,
and it was all kinds of crazy stuff. But
I never knew that was.
yeah, the book is insane. I prefer the movie.
That's saying something too. If Donald prefers the movie over the book,
Yeah.
thought I'd never hear you say that. But
That's because Donald's a bookie.
It's very rare that I prefer the movie over the book.
And on that note, I've got to head out. I've got heaps to do. So
Heaps?
I'll,
Heaps.
yeah, I've got heaps to do.
Heaps to do, places to
Yep.
go, people to see.
Yep, and live streams to get ready for.
Oh, there you go.
Girls to check on.
What stream are you headed for now?
Wedge and Biggs.
And
I've got to
he's
get
on-
ready.
He's
I've got to
on
get.
what?
I've got to get ready. Got to set myself up and get
He's-
everything.
He's on
sorted.
what, 45 minutes?
An hour and 45.
1
But
o'clock.
I've got to get in
Takes you an
position and
hour
got to
and
get everything
45
done.
minutes to get ready?
Yep.
Holy
dude,
crap.
you know how long it takes for him to powder his ass?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay,
So,
guys.
Dominic.
see you.
Hey, thanks for being
Bye-bye.
here, buddy.
Oh well.
Later.
I get it.
Yeah, bye-bye. Hour and 45 minutes. He's got to get ready for the show.
Yeah,
Well,
Art
it's
show,
only-
and it's gonna be crazy tonight. 45 minutes. With Art and them, they talked about it last night about this, and the three conservative gift. They're gonna be talking about this all day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip it. It just
I've had enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to watching Hallmark Christmas in July.
Ooh, Hallmark's doing Christmas in July?
They do that every year. I usually record a bunch of them on the DVR, let them sit there, so that when I've got nothing else to watch, I go back and watch one of those. And since I just changed over to DirecTV, all of them were on the DVR. I just let them go. I didn't even try to copy them. And they let you do unlimited backups. So I'm going through the ones I really like and saving them. So I'll have them here.
Did we had that conversation about holiday lifetime and Hallmark movies? Remember that, Donald? How the
Vaguely.
premise is always the same.
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We sat on the panel for like 45 minutes writing the damn script. I remember that. It was funny as shit.
We didn't write a script, we wrote a synopsis though.
Yeah.
Yes, the movie was based kind of off the book, Edward.
My
But the
daughter
book
would
did
come
come
over.
first.
My
Well,
daughter
when the
would come
book-
over and watch Hallmark movies with me. And I'd say, you better not do that. They're going to get mad and you're going to break up. And then that happened. And I say, we need to find a way to get back with them. And they're going to get back together.
Yeah, it's always a
Don't think I
Christmas
have it.
miracle. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they end up kissing and why it starts snowing or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that one in the movie Let It Snow. I said, they need to sit down under mistletoe, kiss, and maybe it'll start snowing or something. And they do
So,
that. And my daughter be laughing.
so in the book was he a simple guy too. Like
Yep.
I guess that was one of the kind of ironic things about that movie was he was so simple, but yeah, he had so many accomplishments in life that any regular person would have had issues trying to achieve, and he just kind of skated right through life, just almost perfectly.
I just kept running.
And then one day I just decided to go home. He just left everybody out in the middle of nowhere.
It's, that's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got. I guess I'd take another Dr. Pepper. Did you see the new movie that Tom Hanks and Robin Wright are in? I can't remember what it's called, but their de-aging on them looks amazing. The technology. They play a couple over their entire lifespan, and they have shots that are new for this movie that they've de-aged them, and they look like they were the same age as they were when they did Forrest Gump.
Wow.
They did that with the main actor from the movie
Hey,
Tron.
TJ.
Remember when they
Yeah.
redid Tron a few years ago?
Yeah,
They de-aged
and it
him.
looked okay, but this looks
Oh well, as
amazing.
fast as the shit is progressing with the AI and all
Yeah.
that different stuff.
What is
Yeah.
it called?
What's happening? So that was a short stream you had this morning, Paul.
Which one?
The one
He
earlier.
had two of them. He was quick on the trigger.
There was two of them, TJ.
There was
Oh, there
one
was
that was
two.
an hour and some, almost 2 hours long.
Now,
The other
one was
Yeah,
an
'cause
hour and
'cause
11 minutes.
The one that I saw was just like you and Don just on there, just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
I was thinking the same thing.
Just the two of y'all. Just the two of y'all. That's
So
funny.
what'd you do today, TJ? Anything good?
No, I was at work today.
I just had to go to work. It's just another day.
Yeah.
TJ, what do you think of this gaming chair here?
Oh, that's a pretty sweet gaming chair.
How much
That's
is
pretty
it?
sick looking.
They're fucking expensive. Almost
I'm gonna get
3,700
one.
almost.
Dude, that is sick.
I actually watched, I think it was Linus Tech, I think got one of these and put it together.
Wow.
Is that how much it is? $36.89?
Yeah, they're
Holy
expensive.
shit. Yeah.
So did
Shoot,
you
they
order
better-
that?
Oh, I'm not buying that. No, man. I don't even have the
That
room
looks
for
like to me like something Justin.
You know, how
Hey,
big
Justin,
that
I'll
thing
send
is?
you one.
Like, when I saw Linus Tech put together that one, that thing is a lot bigger than it looks in the picture. Trust me, that thing is huge. Yeah, I'll take up a half a room easy.
How
If not a
big is
whole
that
room.
TV?
Hey, it holds 3, so it has a bracket and it can hold up to 3, I think,
Oh, so it doesn't
32
come with
inch.
the monitors.
No. But it comes with the brackets, but I think it can hold up to 3 32-inch monitors. Or you could do one widescreen like Jason's got, if you had it.
All right, somebody, you know these face swap deep fakes that they've got?
Uh-huh.
Someone did a Donald Trump from on the Fight Club thing, and the Brad Pitt character was, "Ow, you hit me in the ear!"
That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
My son last night said that when they talked about Donald Trump getting up and saying he was going to the UFC fight last night and all of that, they said they were trying to watch it or see what they could see if he would ever show up there while they were working last night. So they were all back at the station at one point, and Mike walks over. That's the sergeant, and he said, "Trump's going to go to that guy's funeral, that shooter's funeral. Walk up to the coffin and say, 'Better luck next time.'"
Yeah, I figured he was going to go to the UFC fight,
I figured he would too.
but
Was that a addition that you put on your thing there, Joe? The views and the opinions on this channel, is that an addition? or has that always
Yeah, I
been
put
there?
that on there because Paul went he went in the gutter a little while ago.
You put that on there because what?
Paul went into the gutter a little while ago, and I wanted to make sure nobody knew I wasn't thinking that.
Uh, that's pretty good.
Oh, hold on. I
Yeah,
gotta
he
go.
was led there by Donald.
I gotta go to.
I was no, he was not.
That I was just following Donald's lead. Right, Donald?
There are other ways you can put a fish in a net. That means like you can feed her.
What's up, Shuri?
You- the greatest thing about things like this, though, is the fucking memes that come out. Like, oh my god, dude! 4chan and Reddit, the amount of memes that come out of those, are hilarious. Whenever something like this happens, man, they're relentless on the memes.
Is Jody still in here? If so, hey Jody. What's up, Brenda?
Need to
We
go
got
over to
Laura.
Need to go to 4chan and see what's going on over there.
What's up, Jonathan? If you're still here. What happened now?
They got 3 keychains, right? They got one of them with Kennedy with the hole in the guy in his head. They got
Hold
one
on,
of
hold
them with Trump on his ear.
Send it to me and I'll show it.
Hold
I want to see it. I don't want to visualize. I want to see it.
What's up, Jody?
on.
Hi, Jody.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Is Cherie somebody who's married to somebody we know, or is it somebody
just
we
did.
know?
Well, I've never met her before, but Paul said that she's
Yes, she has
been
been on before.
Oh,
Yeah,
for fuck's
also-
sake!
That funny or what?
Assuming it's a she.
Look at
So
oh, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Who's the top guy? I know that's Kennedy in the middle, but who's the top guy?
I have no idea who he is.
I can't think.
Mm,
Is it some like Chinese president somewhere?
maybe
or something?
Japanese.
Maybe Japanese.
I don't know.
Korean?
They got one with somebody putting Heinz ketchup on his ear.
Yeah.
Heinz ketchup.
They got they got Tyson biting his ear.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Sharp made a video about that already.
Yeah, that was mentioned quite a few times. That Justin could put a short up telling Tyson not to eat what's its ear. Seeing as how his dog's called Tyson.
This is the best one. They got Hillary turning around and said, "What do you mean they missed?"
Damn, Shannon Doherty just died.
That was Shinzo Abe, Japanese Prime Minister. He was shot on July 8th, 2022. Who just died?
Shannon Doherty.
Shannon Doherty.
Was Shannon like Beverly Hills 90210 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
What's up, Ed? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here.
Cancer.
Dead at 53.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't that old.
No.
Battle with cancer, yeah.
Hey, Justin, have you seen Furiosa yet?
Yeah, I didn't really like it. I thought it was kind of stupid.
It looked pretty much the same as nearly all the other Mad Max ones, really.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. I haven't seen it yet, but I watched a clip of it the other day, and I'm like, this might be fun.
It was kind of. There was some interesting bits in it.
I mean, we don't have Max in it, but that's all right.
Nope.
If you think about it, the Fury Road wasn't really a Mad Max movie either because it wasn't very much about him.
Yeah.
He was incidental.
I mean, that Furiosa, she starts off in it as a little girl, and by the time the film ends, she's an adult. But it's 2.5 hours long.
I've watched all the Mad Max movies. And honestly, I never
I
really
don't think I've
liked
ever
them that
seen.
much.
Maybe I've seen like one episode of Mad Max.
Episode.
All of them are kind of this. They're those post-apocalyptic movies. I still say the original Mad Max is the best.
Yeah, they just people fighting each other in the Australian wastelands.
Yeah, but there's a little bit more character development and a little bit more story in the first Mad Max.
Come on the panel, Jody. Let's see how your mic sounds. He said he's got a mic from Temu, but it's really not too bad.
Well, there was kind of a story in this one. It was all about revenge, effectively.
What the hell are you doing, TJ?
There's a Adam Sandler marathon, and the last movie was Waterboy. Now it's The Longest Yard. At the intro where Gwen Stefani's singing. Singing that "Keep on Dancing" song.
You know his probably worst film? I would say
What's
the
that?
one that I thought was absolute dog shit was, what was it, Jack and Jill? Oh my God,
yeah,
that
Jack and
movie
Jill.
was fucking, he totally bombed in that movie.
Yeah.
That was a horrible movie.
Yeah, I didn't really like it too much.
Because he tried to do the whole Medea thing and like dress up as a woman and play the acting. And it just, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I enjoy most of his movies, but that one I thought was really.
Yeah. Did you see what was it, Punch Drunk Love or whatever it is?
I've seen it when it first came out, but honestly, I don't remember it very well. I'd have to go back and watch it. That was a more serious role, though.
Yeah,
That kind of took him out of the whole comedy thing.
Right.
My favorite of his movies were definitely the ones from like the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, Waterboy was pretty good. I liked
Daddy was good.
Yeah, Big Daddy, and then Billy Madison. That's pretty funny. That's a hilarious movie. O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules.
Now, the best part is when he gets up on the stage for the competition.
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets the
yeah.
company, and he goes on this whole like 20-minute tangent, and the guy goes, "Everything you just said made absolutely no sense, and I feel stupider for being here and listening to it."
Yeah, everyone is now stupider for listening to it.
Yeah.
And he's like, a simple no would have been fine, but.
Yeah, I don't think he's really done anything all that great since. I did like the Grown Ups movies. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Grown Ups was pretty good.
I thought they were funny. Both of those were good. I liked both of them. I don't think he's really done anything since then, has he? I think
no.
Wasn't he Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was pretty
that's,
good.
we're talking
Good.
15, 20 years ago. It was not longer.
Oh,
Shit,
and then
Happy
there was
Gilmore.
that movie Click where he like rewinded his life or whatever, or fast forwarded his
That
life.
was like 2000s. I want to say that was like
Yeah.
2008 or something. Yeah, I liked Click. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, Click was pretty good. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
I want to say though he partnered with Netflix. I think his Billy
Rain Over
Madison-
Me was a good movie.
Rain Over Me. I don't think I've seen that one.
Isn't he married to? I want
Miss-
to say.
Mrs.
Oh,
Sandler.
what's that? No, I thought he was married to. Friggin' what's her name?
Yeah, what's her name?
Yeah, he is.
There we go.
Yep. He is married to what's her name?
Yeah, she does have a name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Annette Funicello.
No, what?
Yeah.
What the?
Debbie Reynolds.
No, she's got
Her
like
name is Jackie Sandler.
Jackie Sandler. No, Drew. I thought he was married to Drew Barrymore. That's who it
No.
was.
No, he's
That's
married
right.
to a. Actually, I don't.
No,
think
he was in
she's
movies
even
with Drew Barrymore.
I don't think she's even an actor. Her name's just Jackie Sandler.
Mhm.
I don't think she's even acts or anything.
Yeah, he was just in a couple. He was just in like 3 romantic comedies with Drew Barrymore.
But I think his Billy Madison Productions. I want to say they teamed up with Netflix.
Happy Madison.
Or Happy Madison Productions. Yeah.
Yeah,
think
it's,
they
it's a
teamed up
combination of
with
Happy
Netflix.
Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Now, how does he? Because like, did he produce The Price is Right too?
What?
Because like at the end, like when it shows the credits, it says produced by Adam Sandler or whatever.
Price is Right was a TV show.
I know, but like after the credits, doesn't like after the credits it says Billy or Adam Sandler on it? Yeah.
I don't watch Price is Right.
Yeah, I don't know whether The Price is Right started off in the UK or the USA, but they both had it.
Because I know when I know Bob Barker did that movie with him.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of him.
Happy
Bob
Gil-
Barker beat the shit out of him in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, but I thought he was. Oh no, I thought he produced the show or
He
something.
said, "You
'cause
want some more?" He goes, "I want the whole thing."
Yeah, I don't want a piece. I want the whole thing. We don't know, Russell. He came by that one day. Oh, JD said that's a different Adam Sandler.
I was gonna say, I didn't think he had any connection to it.
I thought it was the same one, JD.
But I want to say, I think his production company teamed up. I think it was with Netflix to do a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
Let's see. It was with one of the streaming services, I think. Recently Netflix made a $275 million deal with Happy Madison to produce 4 films to be exclusively shown on the platform. The second deal the streaming giant has made with Sandler's company, Sandler's movies, seem to be greatly enjoyed on the platform that reached 190 countries. Oh, so he has another company called Sandler's Movies. I didn't know that. Yeah, he made $275 million just to make 4
Yeah.
movies. That's not bad.
I mean, I think they do. I think they do. It's called Google, JD.
I think Netflix does really well on
No.
their shows,
Only
but their
that.
movies,
Only
a
that.
lot of their movies are just dog shit,
that.
to be honest with you.
Only
But they
that.
do, they
Yeah.
seem to, I mean, there's a lot of Netflix shows that are very, very popular. But as far as their TV scripts go, it's like they'll get some A-list celebrity and throw, 50 million at them and say, hey, I want you to do 4 movies for me. And they give them like the most shittiest fucking movie scripts, and they're like, here.
Yeah, I know I'm right, JD.
He said he does lurk a lot, Brenda, but he just doesn't come on the panel. He comes on, he's been on here like once in the past like 3 months,
Yeah.
3-4 months. He came on, was about a month ago, I think. Month or so ago. He came on the panel.
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to him much because actually I ended up leaving right when he was coming in. I was leaving.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
Apparently his sign business
Well,
is like
almost 6 o'clock. I'm gonna have to go out and weed eat, so I will talk to you guys later.
All right, Don. We'll see you.
Done.
Have fun weed eating.
Don leaves and Jody comes in.
Yeah, right. Oh, he is on here.
Yeah, Drone Shots is here. It's just no microphone.
Oh, there he is.
goes.
There he goes. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Yep, sounds like shit. Send it back.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2.
Sounds an awful lot like TJ, so no good.
1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
It's a TJ mic.
It's a TJ mic.
Can you hear me?
Well,
Yeah, but you got, hold on, you got YouTube playing, Jody. We can hear it.
Play down.
Yeah, how's it feel to hear you laugh? Hear yourself
I know.
laugh today?
I know.
I got so many fucking computers running, I gotta turn them down.
Yeah, but you got, hold on, you got YouTube playing, Jody. Yeah, how's it feel to hear you laugh?
Now can you hear it? Can you still hear it?
No, like we still hear the
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, we can still hear it. Must have got his computers from Temu too.
No, like we still hear the YouTube.
Oh wow, there's a good like 20-second delay.
Yeah.
I just heard my smart ass comment. Play back.
Is Drone Shots here or no?
Well, he was trying to trying to figure out how to
what?
trying to figure out his mic and try to figure out how to turn YouTube off so we're not like echoing all over.
He's trying to figure out which computer's playing it.
Well, you
said
should be able to teach him how to do that, TJ, right? You just gotta listen to TJ. He'll teach you everything.
DJ don't even know where he's at half the time.
That's funny.
Yeah, Russell, Paul Hodges comes by every once in a while, not very often. He's really busy with the real estate business and his new squeeze and her family.
Yeah, you said the sign business like almost quadrupled in
Yeah.
how many signs he was having to do.
Yep.
I'd be it's almost to the point where he might have to hire somebody. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? What?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
We
We can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? How
How
about now? How about now?
Hey,
How's
did,
it
hear me
did-
now?
did you learn anything from TJ?
I don't think he can hear us.
How's it sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds fine.
It's a cool little mic, man. It's got a stand and it's got the filter that goes over the mic.
They call it a
And,
dead cat.
It changes colors and shit.
Oh, that's
Not
cool.
a dead cat. That'd be a pop filter.
Pop
Yeah,
filter
that's
dead
what
cat.
it is.
Dead cats for wind when you're outside. It almost has this like echoey sound though,
uses
don't
dead
it?
cats for more
Well,
than
it might
that.
have because the laptop's right here close to it.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
almost
was-
sound like you're in a hallway. Not echoey, but like you're in a hallway.
Like you're in the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm in a big basement.
Ah.
Put some of those. Put some of those. The fun.
Yeah, you know what they are. Yeah, you know. Some of those. Put them all over.
I swear TJ's brain just flatlines whenever he goes to say a sentence.
We need to put a button on as far as a recall button. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. A recall button.
There's a sign over him that says when the ADHD kicks in.
That's funny. A recall button. That's hilarious.
What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say?
That's pretty good.
That's it.
Yeah, it just needs
Here, I
drapes on
turned
the
the
wall,
laptop
but
volume down.
down.
So can you hear us all right?
Yeah.
Oh, now it's not so echoey now.
Yeah, sounds good. Because you know what he did, TJ? He went and put all those things up.
Yeah, put all that foam all over
Yeah,
his
yeah.
wall.
He's just foaming the shit out of the room, you know?
Foam the shit out of it. That's funny.
Rolled himself up in a blanket.
Now I just need to find my one of my cables for my good camera. I could hook up a good camera.
You're what are
Are
you
you doing
using
something
for
with
a
bacon?
computer?
Like maple bacon?
Maple ham.
Oh,
The
yeah.
the computer doesn't have a camera on it.
Unless he's using a PC.
It's got a camera. It's just 720.
He said laptop.
All right.
So
Oh, he's on the laptop? Okay. Laptops always have shitty cameras.
Yeah, but it's better than no camera at all.
I've seen even high-end laptops that got crappiest cameras. They're starting to get better now, but for a long time, dude, the laptop cameras are, I mean, it gets you
I mean,
by, but
the
they're
one
just
that
horrible.
the one that I have has a pretty good camera on it.
What are you using right now? Are you on your phone?
No, I'm using my laptop. I always use my laptop. Except when
Except when he's not using his laptop.
yeah. No, except when like Johnny and all them, when they use StreamYard, I use my phone for StreamYard, and then I use my laptop so I can see the chats and stuff.
I only have 7 computers going right now. My good high-end Asus laptop is 2 doors down at my mom's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm down there during the day because I take care of her and watch out for her.
Mhm.
Dude, why do I keep? Oh my god.
why do you what?
Yeah, we wonder that.
Hey, TJ, answer his question for us. Why does he?
Yeah. Why do you what? What? I mean, I don't even do that.
I keep getting. So you know the Anchorman movie, right? Anchorman 2.
Right.
I
Right.
keep getting things from YouTube in my YouTube studio that says every time somebody uses an Anchorman clip, they're saying it's that I own the content. So apparently I own the rights to Anchorman 2 and didn't know it. They keep sending me things saying, hey, people are using your clips from your content. And it's literally movie clips from Anchorman 2, and it's only Anchorman 2. So did I buy I must have been drunk one night and bought the rights to Anchorman 2 and didn't realize it.
Or somebody on that end was drunk and mistakenly assigned it
I'll
to you.
start copyright claiming everything. I'll go to the damn. Dude, I get like 30 or 40 every week from that in my YouTube studio saying that people are using it and it's my content. I'm like, dude, I don't own the rights to Anchorman 2. Why do you keep putting that in my studio?
All right, guys, dinner's ready. I'm gonna go feed my face.
Okay. Hey, what are you having? I don't know. You know, I'm having a little what's it and a little what of that and what of this and
You
what
can
of
feed
that.
that fucking mustache of yours.
I know.
Straining soup.
Some
Straining soup.
with ham because like it was it's maple honey maple ham or something because I could smell it and it smelled. I thought there was like maple bacon, but it's like maple ham or something like that. So she made something with like some ham.
Oh, Sunstar put a nice little comment in there for you, Paul, in the chat.
She's right too. She's right.
Hey, Sunstar, you betcha.
Shut up, PJ. Nobody asked you.
Hey,
Well, Pat, I'm leaving. Bye. Peace out. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Booga booga, TJ. All right.
Too late.
Damn it.
He boogie woogied.
I just said that to him one day and he lost his fucking shit for like 30 minutes.
Lightning has been detected in our area. I heard the thunder.
We have light rain showers right now in my area. Oh yeah, we got a nasty little thunderstorm moving over us now. Ham or bacon is pork. Dre said, yeah, you got that right, Dre. Unless you're trying to pass that nasty ass turkey slices off as bacon. Shit,
Yeah,
they
boy,
try to
that's some
call
nasty
bacon.
stuff.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Tastes
like strips of cardboard.
ugh.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got the texture of a fucking Band-Aid.
Actually, I got used to it. I was eating it for so long. It was actually getting, I knew how to cook it just perfect where it wasn't as bad. But then I stopped buying it. I can't remember how I cooked it.
I don't like turkey bacon. I think it's disgusting. My sister used to buy it all the time. I told her, get that shit out of my freezer.
We get that on pizzas over here because most of the pizza places are run by Muslims.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, I had two friends when I lived in Kansas that were Jewish, and we used to go out to eat. We'd go out to breakfast all the time because their dad worked for some company, and he had just stacks. I'm talking stacks on stacks of gift cards for fast food and like restaurants and stuff. So they used to get gift cards from their dad all the time. And so we used to go out to eat all the time, and we'd go to breakfast and shit. These two would order so much bacon and mow down on it when their parents weren't around. Used to do it all the time. You go to like Denny's or something, they just fucking order a whole plate of bacon.
Gray says it doesn't make a difference, ham or bacon. It is still pork.
Uh-huh.
How you doing, Dre? Good, I hope. Sunday
Hi, Ray.
afternoon at about 3:56 in the afternoon.
Hiding in the chat per usual.
Oh, 5 to midnight.
Oh, your buddy Justin Biden is going to address the public at 7:00.
Oh, he did one last night too.
Yeah, he's going to do another one
well.
tonight.
I
heard
do
enough.
give it. I will give him credit last night. At least he didn't turn it into a political thing between him and Trump, though.
He waited till tonight.
Wait until tonight, yeah.
Well, like I said, we'll see. But last night, I was more or less okay with what he had to say last night because he didn't turn it into a political thing between them two.
Dre says he's just sitting there waiting for Justin to run off at the mouth. LOL.
And maybe you can learn something from once.
You're teaching, you're taking Dre in as a studio.
He's just always hiding in the chat, you know, Mr. Keyboard Warrior, you know.
I'm on the panel, Dre. You can talk to Justin straight on. Joe's getting ready for his big trip tomorrow to take his son, get the U-Haul and get the stuff moved out of his house. And of course, after that, even if it gets moved out, then you've got to pick up everything that's left.
He's got to bring all my stuff back, and all my stuff's going to the room, and I got to find my place back for it. So that'll be the next couple of days. I got time. I'll close that door. But he's taking all of his stuff out of here.
Great.
So half of the stuff I got in here is leaving because it's his.
But
I'm
you're
gonna have room
gonna
again.
fill it back up with your stuff.
Well, my stuff fills up the closet that's in that room.
Oh, okay.
So everything he took out of that closet, the closet's empty now, except for the shelves on the top. Now all my stuff comes back, goes in that closet. So the only thing in that room is going to be a dresser and a bed. So that gives me all of that. So now I can, underneath my stand where the my cameras are and everything,
Yeah.
all that stuff can come back into that room.
Back into the closet.
Oh no, that goes into the room. I had an area for it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's boxes of coffee cups and things like this that I sell. So I don't have to go pulling a box out and digging through a box and figure out what it is. Because I had it set up to where it was all set up to like just pick it up and mail it. And what I'm going to do with them this year is I'm going through all those coffee cups I don't sell because they stopped selling. And I'm gonna go through, and that's Christmas presents next year. Everybody getting that shit. Yeah. Everybody's getting coffee cups. You know, that's how it's going to be. I'm getting rid of stuff.
What's the betting that the first night shift he finishes, he ends up coming back to yours? And that gives you the chance to say,
No,
"What
he's
you
got
do?
he's
You
got a
don't
little
live
honey
here
on the
anymore."
side. He's got a honey on the side.
His girlfriend is going over there tomorrow night to help him put everything up.
Where she wants it. Yep.
There is no answer.
So she's staying the night, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen some of the new designs on the 2024 quarters?
No.
Got two of them. Equal opportunity and education. Patsy. That's hard to see because
Now the money's political.
Patsy Mink. And then there's another one that says Hope, the Reverend Dr. Paul Murray. It's actually, it would be Paul Murray if it didn't have the I at the end of Paul. It says it right on the back of the new quarter. Paulie Murray. Dr.
Ollie
Paulie Murray.
Murray.
It says Hope, a song. I can read that because it's so shiny. The Wary Throat.
Oh, I had something to show you. I forgot to show you that. Y'all remember that Trump card I had, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me guess, where's a bunch of money and you're gonna pass it up, and then in like 2 months he's gonna be like, man, I should have sold that card. I could have got me a new drone. And I told him last
What
night,
about
so
the
you better
drone?
tell that chuck that bitch on eBay.
Hold on.
That'd
How
be
much
worth
did you pay? How much did you pay for it to begin with?
Look at the new one.
Oh, that's a new one. Okay.
Yeah, look at the new one.
I thought it was fucking hilarious when he fist pumped the crowd and they just fucking erupted in cheers. That was funny as shit.
Yeah, I got 3 of those coming in.
It'd have been funny if it had fist pumped and then collapsed.
Yeah, that's gonna be that one with the other one. They're gonna be money.
No, I don't think
But I've
these
got
are political coins. I think they're just famous people and like their sayings.
Commemorative.
Yeah. I think it's Patsy Mink is her name. If I'm reading that correctly.
I went to put my Buck Fiden cup on eBay yesterday, and when I started to put it in, they gave me a warning saying that it was hate speech, and that they kicked me off of eBay. But yet it's all over eBay. They got them all over eBay.
Yeah, but it might be one of those things that it's warning you that, but it might let it go through, or you just have to appeal it if they do something and then they let it go through.
Well, the thing is, like I said, there's other ones out there with the shirts, but nobody has a coffee cup. You know. So I thought about putting it up.
Told you should have jumped on the t-shirt bandwagon last night. You could have been having a third-party company drop shipping for you.
Well, yeah, I got that. I got a company that'll do that.
You should have done it to throw up a couple designs up on eBay last night, or even on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, they're probably all over the place. Amazon's probably got them out there already.
Yeah, you gotta catch when you realize there's something that just happened like that. That's the thing, is the smart people jump on it quick. And they'll have that shit out within the next day or within a few hours after. They'll
Yeah,
have
either
something
They got
set
that
up.
shit out there anyway.
T-shirt with a picture of an ear on it, with an earbud in and a hole in it, saying, "What did you say?"
Yeah. That's like I said, that's why I love 4chan and Reddit, because within 20 minutes after something like that happening, dude, there's already a million memes out. They're funny as shit.
Yep.
So what you been printing, Joe?
The only thing I printed lately was a case for stickers that I've got. I was looking for something to keep them in. Right here. So I made a little case that the stickers fit right in.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's real easy. You know, the hardest part was changing the color. You know, And I got 3 different kind of stickers, so I made 3 different ones. One of them's gonna be a little bit bigger, not much bigger. So I've got them coming in this week. So I got my 3 things, so I could just sit me if I need to give out a sticker or something. I know where they're at. I don't have to look for them. But I haven't been printing much lately. I started to print something for TJ, and I was resizing it, and it resized wrong on one of the categories. I needed just print it in color. So I was trying to do the different colors on the different parts. It was a Luigi,
Ouija.
and
Yeah.
it would be easy to do each individual part a different color and then just put it together. But it didn't match up. So I said, well, let me stop. I'll work on it another time. And I haven't at a time.
So is this a Luigi showing the middle finger?
No, it's just a Luigi. Yeah, I'm gonna be printing some stuff. I printed that little stand. I've been buying a lot of little sample hot sauces. Melinda's has sample hot sauces, and I said, well, let me see if I can find some kind of little tray. And I actually looked it up, and they have a little stand right there, a little stand that was made for them. So I printed that. So that keeps them all together. And when Justin gets all his shit off my counter over here tomorrow, it's going on my counter over there, so I won't have it by me. You know?
I'm trying to act all hard. You know you're gonna be crying tomorrow when he leaves.
Well, that
Shoot,
kind
I'm
of
telling you.
reminds me of when he gets to talking, he looks at the dog, says,
Telling
"I'll
you.
go to the pound. Get out. You're going to the
Hey,
pound."
did you answer Edward in the chat there, Joe?
Me?
Yeah, he asked you how much those cards were going for. I didn't know. I didn't hear you answer him, so I was asking.
Different pricing. They like you buy one, it's like $29. That's how much they were charging for them. But if you buy 2, it's a different price, and they give you one free. You buy like $79 for 4, they give you another one for free. Or 3 of them, they give you 2 of them for free. You get 5 for like $79 or $99, something like that. So it breaks them down to about $20 a piece.
Yeah, but now what
And-
makes them worth that money though? Are they being like, is that coming from like a legit card company that's all
Well,
certified
the company
and
that's
everything?
doing is Proud Patriots, and they're having them
What's up, Tim?
graded by a legit company. So it's a card company grading them. So
Nice, Jonathan.
they are graded, so it's going to be unopened, unfooled with, and certified. So what happens is like, I think the assassination ones are going to eventually be worth money. The one
Depends
with
how
his
many they
mugshot on is
sell,
going to be
though.
eventually worth money. So
Well, it all
I'll have
depends
3,
on,
somebody's
Well,
going to buy them.
like I said, it all depends how many they sell. If there's 10 million out there, they're probably not, it'd be 100 years for them to even be close to being worth anything.
Yeah.
Because
You never
it's
know.
the amount.
My granddaughter might make money,
Now, if they only put 2,000 of them out in 20 years, they might be worth some money because there may be 500 or 600 of them that got thrown out, left in drawers, thrown in the trash, whatever,
Yeah.
You have to wait over time. When that's the thing is everything these days it's called collectibles, unless there's like a limit. I'm talking about a limited amount, like maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah, you got to wait.
They're not really collectibles when they put 10 million copies of something out and they're calling it collectible.
Yeah.
It's like all
Yeah,
those people
I
bought
got-
all that shit off of fucking what was QVC and all that, like commemorative plates and shit. Not worth anything.
Yeah. When Reggie Bush was signed by the Saints, the initial card pack came out, and it was the starters for that year. So I went and bought 2 of the card packs because I was saving. I got a collection of different cards in the back, so I got the 2 card packs, and then they came out and said they had an issue with the card packs. They had his number wrong. They had him as number 5, and it's supposed to be 25. Well, so it was one of the opposites. Might have been one of the other. So I had 2 of the ones that were wrong. So they put out the new pack. So I bought 2 of the new packs. And the number that's wrong, if you get I got the graded card too. So the graded card for normal one on his rookie year is worth like $10. The one that is his messed up number is worth like $60. You know, so I've got 3 of them in the back of each. But I keep them in the back and I don't fool with them. Like Justin, I didn't know Justin's doing Hot Wheels. Justin's got about 25 Hot Wheels, and he don't open them.
That's your Justin, not this Justin.
Yeah, I didn't know he did the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Bill Coast to Coast does that as well.
Yeah.
I got
He was
two,
walking the other night. He was with his girlfriend in Target, and he said, "Wait a minute." He said, "No, never mind. It's embarrassing." She said, "What, do you want to go look at the Hot Wheels?" So they went to look at the Hot Wheels. Yeah.
What do you got, Jody?
I got 2 notebook binders that are full of baseball cards. They're all in plastic things, you know,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
but they're old. I mean, I got a Babe Ruth in there. These cards are all
Wow.
real super old. Probably from the 50s.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing too, is like there's still some sports cards out there that are worth money, but that industry has taken a huge hit over the last like 15 years. There was a guy that did a whole documentary on Netflix about it. His dad was like really into the collectibles up in Canada, and he had like a whole chain of stores up there and everything. And he said back in the 70s and 80s, when I'd go with my dad to these card conventions, he goes, dude, there was thousands of people there. He goes, and then he goes, now we're going to go and we're going to show you what a modern day card convention's like. And the guy went into where they used to have these big events, and there was only maybe like 20 people in there, 20, 30 people. Just a lot of people aren't collecting anymore.
Yeah, so digital and online now.
Well, and it depends on what cards they are, right? Like Pokemon cards, fucking insane collection of those. You get into those, man, there's tons of money into that. You just have
Yeah.
to know what you're doing.
Like I was saying, my sons, both of the boys got into Pokemon when it came out, and they've got 2 boxes in the back. It got to have 500 cards in each box. The problem is they didn't take care of them. You know,
Right.
there's probably, because they went, I think it was Justin went through it one day and was telling me all the cards that were really the good cards in there and separated them. And I went and looked, and even in bad shape, some of them were worth about $8, $9, you know? So I've said to myself, if I ever decide to stop shooting pictures and I'm not doing anything, I'll go through them, because they said, sell them, do what you want, you know, and put them out there in a lot and just put them on bids and put the main cards up front, you know, the ones that are selling the most. But I don't feel like doing all the research. You know, that's my problem. I don't want
there's
to sit there and do
some
that 2 days of research.
that one that Jake Paul wears around his neck is worth $1 million. There's some
Wow.
really rare ones out there that are worth a lot of money. Dude, people will pay big fucking money for them.
I'd like to find out what that is in case he's got one in the back and that sucker maybe has barely little damage.
That's why it's worth doing the research, because you
Yeah.
might be dude, you might have your whole retirement sitting in a fucking shoebox in your closet this whole time.
I'm telling you.
Ugh.
Say I'm going to do it, but it's like, it's just, I've sat here and tried to do it. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and if it wasn't so expensive getting shit graded, it'd be cool if you could send them in and have somebody actually look at them and grade them for you. But you're talking
Yeah.
probably what, $30, $40 a card. That ain't worth
Yeah,
it.
it's not worth it. But like I said, you might have one in there that might be a $400 card and might have just, it's not in the case, it might just have a little rabble on the end. Might be worth $70, you know? So
Dude, you never know. You could have one in there where you could have one sitting in that box that's worth 50 grand. You never know.
Yeah. And it could not have any bins on it and if I got it graded, by grade an 8 or a 9 or something, you know? Because there's a few of them in there that don't look bad. It's just a few of them that are a little raveled on the end. And I think there was 2 of them out of one box that had a little bend in it, but most of them are okay. See, all the trading cards I have from football, all the collector cards I have from Mardi Gras, when Mardi Gras did them, all of those are in plastic sleeves. And all those things were put straight into plastic sleeves, never fooled with. So they don't have any bends, any creases, anything. Because that
Thing is,
that
you got to try to jump on these trends when they're hot though, because like Funko
Yeah.
Pops were really big back in 5, 7 years ago. Those were really big, and now that kind of has died off, and it has to be a really rare one to be worth anything.
well, that was like Tamagotchis. Remember when they came up?
Hmm.
That was a big thing, and I think there was like $7.99 a piece, something like that.
Oh, now you're talking toy crazes. Yeah, remember when fucking Furbies came out? Remember the big or
Yeah,
Tickle Me Elmo? You remember the Tickle Me Elmo uh, craziness when that came out? And people
yeah.
were fighting at the stores for them and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I went to Walmart one night because the kids said how much everybody was trying to get them and they couldn't find them or anything. And we walked into Walmart one night and they brought a box out and they had like a dozen of them and they stuck them up. And Brittany came running to me. She said, "Dad, they got them. They got them. They put them out right now." I walked over and he said, "All I got is 12," and he put them out. And so each one of the kids said, "Pick your one." They picked it, and I took the rest. And they said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm buying them." And they just looked at me like I was nuts. I came home. I think it was $7.99 a piece, and I put them on eBay and sold them for $29.99.
We got these little golden Mario figurines one time when I was working at Walmart, and they put out a limited amount of them. I was thinking there were like 10,000 of them or something put out. I can't remember exactly the number, but we got 2 of them at our store, and we had like 20 people in line at midnight waiting for these things to come up on the register so they could try to buy them. And you talking about, oh God, dude, there was like 3 or 4 people about to start a fight over them. And it was the first 2 people in line that got them. They thought we had cases of them.
Yep.
And we didn't. We just had 2 of them that came in a little box. And we had like 20 people lined up at midnight waiting for it.
Yep. Yep.
What?
You okay?
Yeah.
Dude, I just heard your alarm go off on your camera thing.
Yeah, I was testing it.
Don't fucking do that to me, dude. You
I
understand that heart attack?
didn't. What did it sound like?
Dude, it sounded like you were in, like it was an emergency.
It was a siren.
Yeah, dude. I literally was just sitting on the ground trying to fix fishing pole, dude, like fill my heart.
Are you guys going fishing?
Yeah. I wasn't about to.
Did I tell you about what the guy caught down there this morning?
No.
A 30-pound catfish was this big.
At the pier?
Right
At the boardwalk?
underneath the bridge. And I had a hell of a time. He gave me his, they got the great big long pole with the thing.
Yeah, it's a net.
Yeah, I had the hell of a time hooking that baby up. And then it took 3 of us to lift that son of a bitch up and out. It was this long.
Probably about that big around.
That big around.
He had to catch it right off the rocks.
Yeah.
Deep. Like, dude, you about gave me a damn heart attack, Paul.
Yeah, he got up and ran. I can't freaking run for nothing.
I'm sorry about that, but it said siren.
Well, at least now I know.
Right here.
Hey, at least now I know. Hey.
See, it says siren, and if you click it, it must go.
It does. It
is. So if you see somebody outside, you can scare the shit out of them pretty much. That's what it's
Yeah.
You can try to deter somebody if they come up like walking up on your property.
I think you need to have it sound like a shotgun go. Say freeze, bitch. Birdman. Hey,
David.
Anybody heard about the bird?
Yeah, Jonathan, you got enough time to go to bed and then wake back up, and then Tim will be up.
Well, Tim will be at work today, won't he?
Yeah, he said he gets home in 6 or 7 hours. Jonathan was like, "Are you ready to play?" Tim's like, "I'm at work."
Joel, this one's for you.
Those legs.
Yeah, it does look kind of nasty. No, hey Justin, I'm cleaning off my mouse, right?
Uh-huh.
So my
Not
computer
euphemism.
over here is going crazy. I said, shit, why not just turn it off? So why didn't I just turn it off first?
That euphemism for something, just Joe. Cleaning your mouse and turning it on.
How you doing,
I
David?
wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't realize how dirty it was.
How am I doing? No one mentioned the football.
I didn't think you wanted to relish in your pain, so we left you alone.
And
There's a funny picture. If you know, you know.
well, that should put my floppy drive.
Well, so
back.
much meat. I'm not eating any chicken tonight.
Oh man.
So the grumpy vlogger and Art and Charles are saying the exact same thing. Well, the only reason he's alive is because he turned his head and it went through his ear.
Nobody knows the true trajectory, though.
It doesn't matter. If you just turn your head slightly to the side, your ear stays in almost the same place.
When I put that ruler against my head like that sideways the way he was, it would hit above my ear going into the back of my head and taking the back of my head out. And if I didn't move that thing and I turned my head like that, it's going to go right down the side. So they have some theory to it.
Well,
You'd
originally,
you'd have to actually turn your shoulders as well as your head.
yeah. Well, originally, when the video first came out, it just looked like it was one person got hit, and that was Trump, and everybody was just slow to react, which was like, what the fuck was he shot by? The A-team? Because in the video you hear about 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah.
But then you realise that actually a few people to the side. I mean, he's lucky he did turn his head, because the angle the shooter was at. Sometimes it looks just on your side. Sometimes it isn't.
Lloyd said that guy shot from over 150 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was 108 yards away.
No, it said about 160 yards, I think, in the news.
I've heard 3 different lengths. The first 2 were 106. Heard 160 today. But I'm telling you, if you got any military training, you make that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
The question
far.
is, though, what turns a math genius, a guy that's got a good career ahead of him and everything, and a prominent Republican turn against a Republican?
Well, they said he was a registered Republican, but he donated to Democratic Party things.
If he was a math genius, he'd have been able to calculate the trajectory easy enough as well.
I think he did. He's just.
Well, you got to realize the rhetoric that's been going on.
It was timing.
The rhetoric's been, Trump is another Hitler. We can't let him get in office. He's going to ruin our country. That's all you're hearing.
To be honest, I've not heard any of that.
Hello, David. How you doing?
Biden. Hey, Paul.
I say hello, David. How you doing? Hi, Paul.
Well, okay. Hi, Paul.
There you go. All right. Hey. So, how you feeling, David?
Not good. Really? Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you know when I had the biopsy?
Yeah.
I took the stitches out, and now I can see the bone.
Oh.
It didn't heal at all. In fact, it's getting bigger.
So what's the next step that they'll do?
Super glue.
Leg. I don't know because it's too big to stitch now or glue or anything, and because it's a hole all the way down to the bone, I don't know what they'll do.
Why they can make a mesh that they can put over it, and it will heal, and on
Yeah,
the
but
mesh will be fresh skin or something. I don't know.
no,
Well,
if
that's
it's
the stuff you
if
buy to
it's
put on
gone
a
down-
patch on a wall.
if it's gone down to the bone, they'll want it to heal from the inside outwards,
Yeah.
or else it'll create a pocket on inside.
Yes.
So
That's
they'll
what
have to
silly
pack-
putty's for.
Yeah.
So they'll pack it with iodine soaked gauze or something.
Yeah, go get
I'll
some
probably-
wood fill and just pack it in.
But David, do you think that you got to go back to the hospital for that kind of thing, or?
Well, I will do eventually. Well,
It's usually the district nurse that does that.
I'm going to do what happened on Thursday, you know, when I went to have the stitches out and the nurse looked at me. She said, "You're looking very pale and you don't look too good, everything." And I was like, I actually feel as good today as I've been for a long time. She checked my blood pressure. She went, "Nope, you're going A&E. You've had a stroke or you're having a stroke." I was like, "Nah, I'm not." I think I know. Anyway, went to the hospital and got the doctors were having to go at the nurses and the doctor's surgery for sending me and stuff, blaming it all down to anxiety.
So they were all playing pass the buck. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather them be cautious and be wrong.
Well, this is
than
what I said to the doctor.
Be right,
And he
and
was
do
like,
nothing.
yeah, the doctor was like, "Well, I'm going to write to your GP and say they shouldn't be sending people like this to the A&E." And I'm like, "But you were the ones that put me into A&E after seeing the first nurse that took my blood pressure and still said it was high. Yeah. Then you sent me for an X-ray, took me from the X-ray department before I had my X-ray into AMU, which is the serious ward, only for them to have a go at me for being there."
It's the acute medical unit.
I thought it was Arsehole's medical unit. That fucking doctor was one.
It's the usual place that you get put in after you've gone through A&E before you get put into a ward.
You know what? Go up, bloody bird. Shut up. Thank you.
So how'd your football game go there, David?
Yeah.
What football game?
England against
It was going
Oh,
all right.
Spain.
5 minutes to the end.
I heard it was very Spainful.
Spain won.
Ha, 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 ha.
Uh,
I'll put it this way.
Did
Right.
somebody sprain the ankle?
Now, we have played shit the whole tournament. We got lucky to get to the final. Let's be honest. Right? The odd bit of luck here and there, and we was on the easy side of the tournament. Yeah. And then tonight, we just didn't turn up at all. It was a bag of fucking crap.
the Spaniards.
You hear David, he's saying, "Let me in Spain."
The Spaniards kicked their ass.
I've been telling everybody tonight, you know,
Sorry, I'm still here. I had a
when
call.
the
Okay.
Prime Minister of England put a post out to say he was proud of the national side, I went, I hope you make a better Prime Minister than a comedian, because that was fucking dog and awful. Why can't you just come out and tell us the truth?
Sounds like he's mansplaining.
The politician. Know the truth.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Uh, uh. See, I measured how many of them are an inch times how many inches have over 10,000. All right.
So David, did you get Laura's computer fixed?
I built Laura a computer and it's working great.
Oh, good. So I know she was whining about
Wow,
it.
Edward.
She was complaining a little bit about it.
She was whinging.
Yeah, I had it, oh, my computer don't work. Well, if you tip Pepsi into your computer, it's not going to work.
Ah,
It's just literally on her old computer, I tried to take out one of the hard drives and it literally just pulled everything with it. It was just like stringy, sugary goop. It's like, the hell is this? And then I told her to format one of the drives so I could put Windows on it. She formatted the wrong freaking drive. And then sat there going, I've lost all my pictures. So,
Were you able?
no, I
Yeah,
spent, no, she pissed me off even more. I spent 8 hours watching using different software to try and get all the pictures back, only for them to go, oh, I've got them all on Google Drive. She was lucky that computer didn't get a fucking hammer through it.
Classic Laura.
And then
Here comes the thunder. I can hear it.
I put a liquid cooler in it for her. And that didn't have the controller board, which pissed me off even more. So I had to buy another one.
I don't understand why they want you to buy it and then refund for it. Why don't they just fucking buy it and send it to you?
They're arseholes.
Like that
And the
seems
only
like
reason,
an extra step for no reason.
well, no, the only reason they did that is because they said, well, if you need that controller board, you just need to buy one. And I said, well, I'll tell you this way then. If you don't send me the controller board, I will return not only the motherboard, RAM, and everything else, I will also return the cooler, and that'll be £600 back in my bank. Thank you very much. Strange how they changed after that. You've not even refunded it yet.
Ooh, that storm sounds wicked.
The only good thing is now I don't see her that often. She's always playing
Justin, I see
Fortnite now.
Tim Jackson says he'll be back home in about 6 or 7 hours, and he's looking for you to play Fortnite.
Oh, he was talking. No, he was talking to Jonathan.
Talking to who?
Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
Because Jonathan asked him if he was ready to play, and that I'm at work. I won't be home for another 6 or 7 hours. I told Jonathan, I was like, dude, that's enough time for you to go to bed and get some sleep. And by the time you wake up, Tim will be home. Jonathan's got more hooked into that shit than Tim did.
Yeah. Oh. Well, they are really trashing the Secret Service on this.
Well, they were slow. There was a lot of people shouting, there's a shooter on the roof before anyone even moved.
Yeah.
And who the hell secured the area? Surely they must have known them buildings were at prime location.
I'm going to send Stefanik a X tweet, and I'm going to say, if the Secret Service was allowed to fly DJI drones, they would have had a drone up in the air and they would have seen this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's worth a try.
Hey, they're not allowed to. It's a government agency. They can't do it.
Some state
It's on the list.
agencies and some states can't do it now. There's been a few states that have banned them already too on a state level as well.
Yeah, a couple of the organizations in the states told them kiss their ass. They're going to use them. Yeah, it's been,
Yeah, but then they can get fined by the state though too, which is gonna kill their. They have a budget just like any other agency does. Cause here, during COVID, when the governor lifted all the bans and everything, and two of the counties in the Florida were trying to go against what the state said to do, and he fined them both. I think he got fined over. I'll say it was like $5 million each county got fined by the state. So like I said, they can be fined, and then they have a budget just like any other agency, and they can only afford so many fines where they got to give the shit up.
hey, Justin, you saw how fast the Secret Service tackled him, right?
Yeah, they were pretty quick when they ran up on him.
Okay. Lloyd just said that he was watching it with Megyn Kelly last night, and it was between that and when Reagan was shot. And he said that the Secret Service just took their time and worrying about Trump. Oh, he didn't. As soon as he started going down, there were two people on top of him.
No,
They were
and you
very
gotta,
slow. I've
you
seen the
gotta
video.
remember.
It's very slow, but I put it this way: I have seen something slower
Well,
tonight.
it was slow getting him out of there, but it's not the point. As
But
soon
like
as he
I
started
said-
to go down, the guy in back of him was on top of him.
But the thing is, though, is that you can't compare two different situations because different factors, different
All right.
variables,
Yeah.
You all right?
and not to mention the shooter that shot Reagan. Wasn't he only like 2 feet from him or 5 feet
Yeah, he
from
was
him?
right standing next to him.
So I mean,
And he
the
just
whole
wound up
different,
shooting the
whole
press
different thing.
secretary in the head.
What?
You need to take a couple of weeks off.
Why?
Laura's just got a victory royale on her own in solo.
Damn.
Rigged.
Tell her,
Cheated.
tell her to send me the link for the aimbot she's using.
But Joe, don't worry about your Secret Service being slow. We've got a defense that's slower.
As in football team defense.
I thought you were talking about the ones that got to put in the red coats and stand in front of the line. They're saying the catastrophic failure of the Secret Service.
Anytime
Now,
anything like that happens, it's going to be labeled as a failure, regardless.
Well, there's definitely
So-
a failure. One, no one identified the buildings as unsecure. Two, when people were shouting to the police, there's a shooter on the roof, nobody flinched. Nobody. That should have been radioed through fast so you could say boo.
Well, technically,
And then once he got shot, right, they allowed him to raise his hands and head above them to, play to the crowd. What happens if there'd have been more than one shooter?
well, technically, the Secret Service is in charge of protecting ex-presidents and current presidents, but at the end of the day, they're still the boss. They can do what they want. The Secret Service cannot tell him what to do.
Well,
At the end
I'm
of the
sorry,
day,
there
he's
is a
still the
point.
boss.
I don't care if he's the boss or not.
Oh, I know. I'm not
They
saying
should
I
have
agree
kept
with
him
you.
down and got him off the stage.
I agree with you, but at the end of the day, they work for him. It's not the other way around. So, like if the president decides I want to go to McDonald's to get a fucking Big Mac and the Secret Service is like, no, this is a big security risk. It don't matter if he wants to go, they got to go with him.
Yeah, I can
Like if
understand that.
That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to that, they can only push him so far, and they have to listen to him at the same time, is what I'm saying. So when he told them to
Yeah.
stop and hold on, as much as they want to keep pushing him, they had to kind of listen to him.
But
They
were very slow onto the stage as well. Was it something like 10, 20 seconds after the shot hit him? Maybe longer than that.
I don't think it was that long. No, I've watched the clip quite a few times, and
Yeah, let me just watch
they-
the video again.
they were on top of him pretty quickly.
It'd have been a lot funnier if the building had been owned by a company called the Grassy Knoll.
Justin, you're the host. I'm gonna go catch a ship.
Now you're just reaching, Mark.
I'm gonna go catch a ship. You're host, Justin.
All right. But no, it's like I said, it's anytime anything like that happens, it's going to be considered a catastrophic failure regardless. It don't matter who they're protecting or whether it's the current president, ex-president, whatever. But no matter how much you plan and train, there's always a possibility something can slip through the cracks. All you can do is try to mitigate it as much as possible at the end of the day. That's all you can do. And if anything, they'll learn from it. It's a teaching moment at that point,
Yeah,
right?
you got to learn from it. But there was actually 4 shots before they even made it onto the stage.
Right, but you got to understand when you're shooting a rifle that you can hold multiple rounds, 4 shots is not very quick at all. I mean, are very quick. That's a matter of seconds. You could throw off 4 shots. So you got to remember, they're human at the end of the day. They have to
Well, of
hear
course,
it,
they're human, but they were still slow.
think in their brain
and it
there's a
was still
gunshot, and then
badly
react.
managed.
Oh, I'm not going to say that there
I've
wasn't
seen-
problems, but I'm not going to demean the guys that put their life on the line and jumped on top of them.
The
Neither.
thing is, this is going to change politics, not just in America, but around the world. Like the Joe Cox incident did in the UK. Now our politicians have security and stuff. So this is going to change it again because now, I mean, it should have changed anyway after the, was it the Swedish Prime Minister the other month got shot?
Honestly, I didn't even hear about
It was
that.
either Norway or Sweden, one of them. Might have even been Denmark, I don't know. But he's in that region of Europe and he got shot. So, he should be doing these. These are the basics.
Well, like I said, it's going to be a learning thing, but like I said, I'm not going to sit and demean the Secret Service because those guys do a very dangerous job.
Of course, you do a dangerous job. It's not the guys on the stage that's at fault here. Well, it might be, but a lot of it is down to planning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think that there's definitely a planning issue that somewhere in their plan did have a failure. But like I said, that's always potential. It's always going to be something
Well,
that
there
has
is.
a
But the
potential.
other point as well is people were shouting the shoot was up on the roof. And he actually, the worst bit, even more worst bit, he actually spoke to one of the police officers patrolling the perimeter.
Yeah, that's
And he
what they
just
said.
continued and climbed up onto the roof. Now that officer's going to be in for a bollocking, if not a sacking. To allow him to continue.
Well, the thing too is there's a lot of stories coming out, and I've heard more that have now. I have found out from at least from what their official reports have stated so far that they've put out. A lot of the stories that were coming out weren't even correct at all, so we don't even know what information's correct yet.
Well, we know the Simpsons didn't predict this. That's been disproved already.
Until they put out their final report and they say this is exactly what happened from their investigation, we're never going to know. And if you're not somebody that's willing to take their word for it, you're never going to believe it anyway. So
I'll tell you what this also does. It means Trump is not going to jail. Even if I know it wasn't a possibility, but even if it was, that is definitely not going to happen now. They couldn't risk that.
What I want to know is, on that picture of him fist pump in the air with all the Secret Service around him. Why does the guy in the background, Secret Service agent with the sunglasses and the little lapel badge, look like that bloke that used to do the skits on one of the drone channel shows?
Well, now he ain't got a drone. He's got to move on. Moved into the Secret Service.
Oh
I don't-
Jesus, Mark is reaching for
God,
conspiracies now.
Who was it?
God damn it.
Don't you remember who's drone? Was it Wedgie's show?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea who you're talking. Oh, you're talking about, yeah. The guy that, used to come on Wedges in the suit and he would do the little, he
Yeah.
started doing them right after Donald quit doing the fish eye thing, yeah. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't seen him in.
But
It
he's in the
looks-
Secret Service.
It looks exactly like him.
Well, actually,
Oh, no,
that was
what
part
happened
of,
to him?
that was actually part of his skit he would do. He would
Yeah.
pretend he was talking in an earpiece, yeah.
Maybe they've employed him as in the Secret Service. We like what we saw on YouTube. You got the job.
Yeah. Don't think it works that way, but okay.
Well, you never know.
This guy right here or this guy?
He was a tall, skinny white dude, and he was bald, and he used to do
Yeah,
the
he-
skits on Wedge's channel.
This
No,
one right here?
He wasn't bald.
Again, look how they're all stood.
The guy
Right.
stood on the
They've
right.
got- but they've got him covered from the back here. They haven't got him covered from the front.
There was a girl leaning up against his front in the other picture.
This one right here. Yeah, that's the
Well, the
one that
pic-
was in the front because her glasses came off and she grabbed them, and then she reached
Yeah.
over and grabbed his hat.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
the
right. He
pic-
wasn't bald.
The
I
picture
did
I
like the bit
saw.
where he went, "Can I get my shoes?"
The picture I saw didn't have the flag in the background, and his fist wasn't that high either.
Yeah, that's the picture when they got it from the angle. But when you saw the other picture, you only saw the corner of the flag. But this is
Yeah.
another guy shot it on this angle. This is going to be the iconic one right here.
Yeah.
But this girl right here, Justin said, my son Justin said, that was an ultimate superhero. She struggled with him all the way to the van, all the way to the car, pushed him in the car, turned around, fixed herself, and then grabbed the gun. And I looked at it, and she did. It was so professional looking that she pulled everything down, got everything right, reached in and grabbed the weapon after she got him in there.
I mean, that
All right.
I'll give it to
Let's
him.
be honest now. It's in Pennsylvania. You all heard it happen. How many of you thought to yourselves, Carlos or Daniel?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, Mikey.
You sound exactly like Tim now. That's what Tim kept saying.
Well, did you hear the one reporter say that where's the drones at?
Yeah.
Pretty much every.
I actually thought somebody was playing a sound there. Like drone shot's still there.
Yeah.
I was expecting more of a video clip.
No, he's got to put some sound deadening around his basement.
But yeah, it's pretty wild. Well, it's definitely a historical moment for sure. It's going to be something that's talked about for decades.
Problem is now, how many more idiots out there are going to think, well, someone's had a go. Let's have another.
Well, see, that's what I'm
Let's
saying.
do a Biden. Let's do someone else, you know.
And that's what I'm saying is it could be as simple as it was just a lone gunman who didn't like Trump and he decided to take a shot at him. But nobody's going to believe that. I don't care if the reports come out, the official reports come out and say that. Everybody's he's gonna think false flag. It was staged.
There was a lot of
It
people
was
saying it
done
was
by
staged at first.
Democrats. Yeah, and then they're gonna say it was done by the Democrats. It was the liberals that did it. It's just gonna be every damn conspiracy that's you could think of is gonna come out of the woodworks, and it's gonna be right up there, like I said, with
Tell you what,
JFK
Mark,
and
you're
all
gonna have
that
to be
other
busy
shit.
with all these conspiracy theories for Justin.
Like I said, it's gonna be right up there with the JFK thing, as far as conspiracy wise.
At least it disproved the main theory. Simpsons did not predict it. I don't know
That
why
is
that was one of the first theories that had to be disproved.
that is an interesting conspiracy,
Yeah.
though, if you ever dug into the Simpsons one, though. That's pretty interesting.
And they should have had the classic line, "Oh no, they've killed Kenny."
But oh shit, that was loud.
But it'll be interesting to see how they start doing these new rallies. Are they all? Is the president going to be encased in a bulletproof glass box now? Not like when the
No.
Pope drives around, he's in the Pope
Yeah,
mobile.
Yeah.
No, if anything, they're just gonna beef up the security more. It'll be like 3 times as many cops and Secret Service there.
Question is though,
Doesn't
while drones are still available, there's still a risk you can get in from above.
They won't stop.
The speed of a drone.
It's not gonna deter Trump, though. I guarantee you that.
As much as I don't like Trump, I don't think he should. Because if he does, it's going to open the floodgates.
I can't think of anything more urgent than figuring out how a shooter.
Trump has to be defeated at the ballot box.
And obviously,
Uh.
an innocent American. So we can't get into the cell phone one. I mean, this is just ridiculous. So I think I think it's right tonight. Sorry to interrupt, but it's right to keep up. Mourning for those who have been lost. Appreciating the.
I wonder if he got home and got one of them phone calls. You've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault.
Has to stay on. The agency, the institutions involved that are supposed to keep our
The question they should
officials safe.
really be asking is, how does America produce presidential candidates that warrant somebody to kill them?
You will hear something new, right? But I doubt it.
What'd you say, Mark? You were breaking up real bad.
I said,
Who's playing a video?
what they should be trying to figure out is, how does America produce presidential candidates that people think they should be shooting?
I mean, in any country, you're gonna have stupid people like that.
It's the same everywhere. Because look what happened with Joe Cox. What was her crime? Because she said there was more that unites us than divides us. So instead of being politically biased to Labour, she was actually, open to working with everybody, and that got her killed. Same with David Amos, right? As much as he's a Tory and that, he loves Southend, yet he still had a nutcase from Southend go in and kill him. It's ridiculous. But the media have to take some of the rap as well for the way they report shit.
I just found a way to get in it. Laura Ingraham is talking on the news right now, and she said, well, what happened? Why they didn't have drones in the air and all of this stuff like this? I just sent it to her and I said, the reason drones aren't there is because government agencies can't fly the best drones on the market, DJI drones. I said, and they're trying with the CCP Act, trying to ban them. Go look into it.
Yeah,
I
but
sent
they're
it
not.
into her.
Yeah, if the
Would you
Secret
come out?
Service.
Would you come out and say he was an anti against the ban, drone ban?
Now, if Secret Service was using drones, it would be some drone built by like Boeing or something. It'd be military style type drones. It
You
wouldn't
know
be.
that they could be using DJI thermals.
I don't
Mavic 3
know.
thermals
'Cause
would be good enough.
the military's got a lot of high really high-end drones that they use that aren't affiliated with DJI at all.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
military.
They tend to use they tend to use a lot of military applications though.
Well, I
The
would think so, but a lot of
are
people
all
using the 50s.
too fast and too much armament on military drones for them to use them around a city like that.
The question is, the area was not secured, and that is a failure by security services. And not just the security service, but local law enforcement as well that would have known the area.
So the FBI has the shooter's Apple cell phone, and they're saying they can't access it.
And nope, and Apple is probably not going to give them the ability to do it because they've gotten into it with
No,
Apple. The federal government's gotten into it with
which
them a
in
few
this
times.
case I think's wrong.
Yeah, give it to the NSA. They probably can hook it up to one of their computers and be in it in 2 seconds.
I think once you've committed a crime and you've known to committed the crime, then Apple should not be holding on to that anything. Even Samsung should release everything.
You can't tell me the CIA and the NSA and them don't have shit behind them behind the scenes that can't break into that phone. Telling you that right now.
Well,
Trust me, son.
why can't they get into it? He may be dead, yeah, but surely if you just take the phone to his body, put his finger on it, it's unlocked.
No, it's facial recognition.
Yeah, but if they can get a federal court order that they can get Apple, they can force Apple to unlock it. They would
I
have to
still
go
think
through.
they should just take it to him, point it at his face, and he'll unlock it. Or use his fingerprint.
It won't, dude. You'd be surprised how good Apple and Samsung's facial recognition is. You can put a photo up to the phone and it will recognize that it's the photo and not the person's actual live face.
But it is the actual person. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but it doesn't. It won't unlock it. It actually looks for facial movements and stuff. So if you're not moving, just like you can put a phone up to somebody's face while they're sleeping and it's not going to unlock it. Their eyes have to be open and that has to register that they're moving.
Well, we can open his eyes.
Like I said, it's actually works very well, dude. There've been people out there that have tried to fool Apple and Samsung's facial recognition systems.
Right, cut his head off, turn it into a puppet.
It does. I find that I have to move my phone around in front of my face before it registers.
Well, I wish mine would do that because mine just looks locked. As soon as I look at it, it's like doink.
And it still recognises me even when I've got a bloody big bobble hat on.
But like I said, it's looking for millions of micro little markers on your face, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said it's so good it can recognize you with sunglasses and a hat on.
Yeah, but the
But
point
it can
is,
also
they've done it
recognize
now.
that you're sleeping.
They've got his phone. They do it now while his face is still fresh. They get in that phone.
All they're going to do is get a federal court order, and they'll get into the phone. Because Apple will have to unlock it. They won't have a choice at that point.
Apple don't always have the ability to do it. I've got an Apple Watch here that I was sold, well, Kate was sold ages ago, and the person who sold it can't remember what email address and password it was logged into, and Apple will do nothing about it. They can't.
Of course they won't, because one, you're not law enforcement, and two, what's to stop anyone saying, "Well, I bought this watch and I can't get into it."
Yeah, but
that's why they won't do it.
Yeah, even though the woman that sold it us said, "Well, keep it, and I'll just refund you the money." So
that's nice of her.
She didn't do it on.
But yeah, like I said, I guarantee you, the NSA's or CIA, one of those alphabet agencies over here, has some little ass machine they can walk up to and plug that bitch in, and it will just unlock it instantly. You can't tell me they don't have that kind of shit behind closed doors. I mean, come on now. the amount of money that they get poured into for technology and stuff. No. But they're only going to do it the legal way only because it's so publicized, right?
Yeah.
Like if this was some spy phone that they ripped off some spy they arrested that nobody knew about, yeah, then they don't give a shit. They'll break into the phone. But this unfortunately they have to go by the book on this because of the scrutiny it's getting right now. They can't just come back tomorrow and be like, "Oh yeah, we just happened to know the password and got in." And be like, "What? What the fuck? How'd you get into the phone then?" And then people are gonna start questioning that shit,
Well, Mark, here comes Beryl.
Who?
Beryl.
Beryl.
Yeah, the hurricane that hit.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. South
like-
Manchester, North and South Wales, and the southwest of England. We've all got the weather warning for it.
Well, Sunstar, we'll have to see how it goes. That's all we can do. I'm not making any predictions on anything about that right now, on the whole
I got
election.
no weather warnings.
I think it's way too early to make any predictions. Who's going to win? What's going to happen?
Right,
think
you know
you
that
start-
you know that picture I shared. The
12 degrees, 95% humidity.
yeah. So you know that picture I shared of the support.
And it, according to the it's supposed to be raining, but it isn't.
Oh, Laura shared there.
And it's going to be sunny at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then cloudy for the rest of the day.
That's
Gonna get up to
storming here real bad right now.
Yeah.
19 degrees tomorrow.
Well, Laura's sent you. Should be sending you a link to her YouTube short. I think it's her Victory Royale.
Go over here and watch us cheating live on Facebook. I mean YouTube.
Why is it the bank always think it's fine to advertise on my bloody phone?
Don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see her name anywhere on that short. I'm pretty sure she ripped that from somebody else's channel. Didn't say Little Amalur won a crown victory. It just,
Right. So anyway, that video, the picture I shared earlier of the supports, where I got it from, somebody asked, "How do I make my supports less rude?" So I said to him, "You need to go into settings, find the porno section, and turn off wide legs, big penis." And he came back and said, "I can't find the settings."
and the magic.
And I just took that thing down.
What was that? Someone took someone down? Yeah. Right, time to put these birds to bed. I'll be back in 5. Is there any chance that any of you would go to bed on your own? No, I don't think so.
That was almost as bad as me asking Precious a question.
Paul's heart's going.
Okay, he's making it political now. Oh, Biden almost said, "Make America great again." He almost said it.
One.
That was at 7 o'clock. Did they postpone it or something?
No, he ran late. But he said, I want every American to commit to make make it special.
Special.
Yeah, he almost said great again. If he'd have said that, that would have been classic.
But Bieber keeps doing stuff like that on Facebook. He keeps saying, "Time for bed. Please be America tomorrow."
Yeah,
Thomas,
Bud was
stop.
also saying that, oh, Trump set this up. That wasn't real. He didn't get shot. He was saying that on somebody's chat.
I see bubbleheads on the TV. I see bubbleheads on TV.
Yeah.
Did you catch some of his stumbles? He says it's because America see. What's America see?
He also said, I want every American to commit to help make America great, make it special. He almost said great again.
He's a bubblehead.
I would have loved to heard that.
He is a bubblehead.
But he said something to the effect where we can't have violence no matter what your conviction is here. He said, or your beliefs or what the outcome could be. It shouldn't turn into violence. It should be at the ballot box. So he's more or less saying that no matter how bad you think about Trump, you don't do it. He's doing that again.
You know, and he supposedly they talked on the phone. I'm kind of curious how that conversation goes.
Yeah, me too.
You know? Like, how do you call like somebody that you all been straight bashing the shit out of each other? You know, calling the phone and like, yeah, I would always be curious to hear how that
I
conversation.
wonder if Kamala was in the background laughing. Yeah, it's gonna get away from me. I'll send you outside. I'll kick you out. Yeah.
I have to give it to him though. He didn't stumble over his words through this one. At
He
least
did
for
a little
most-
bit.
For, I mean, for
Not-
what
not-
I'm seeing so far,
Not
it
like in the
wasn't as.
past.
No, he actually didn't do too bad on this one. I'm not gonna down him for that.
But that's because they've been feeding him Red Bull all day and let him take a nap.
The Red Bull and Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
Right, here's a day to put in your diary. August the 24th. It's Go Topless Day.
Do I want one?
I'll pass.
Oh, what both have one? And what?
Go. There's nothing here for you. Don't even sass me. I'm getting all this sass again. You got food in your dish. Put your dish.
Not the food he wants.
I don't eat your dish. It's your stuff. Better go. Don't sass me. What you need, a treat? What's her answer for him? What is it you want? You want a treat?
All right, I'm jumping
What's
off.
he
I'll
telling
catch
me?
y'all later.
Okay.
I gave you host back,
make,
Paul.
Make me the host again.
I already gave it
Yeah.
back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all
Hey,
later.
Justin, thanks, buddy.
See you later.
See you later, Justin.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
He's only gone to cry because
Yes,
Laura
good.
got a victory royale on her own.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
And on that note, it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off too, Paul.
Yep, it's quarter
Okay.
past.
All right. We'll just close it
I
down.
won't
then.
see you in the morning.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow
Drone
afternoon.
Shots, thanks for stopping by.
See
Yeah.
you soon.
Okay, see you all.
We'll see you all.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in the
morning.
morning afternoon.
Yep. Oh yeah, Rick, Joe, we have fun, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
Bye bye.